All right, all right, all right. We can do it like this. How does this sound? Yeah, he's wilding out. Okay, so all right, let's do this then. I'm gonna have to start like watching it through Destiny, and then we're gonna try to transition over here. So I'll watch it like on an increased speed. But I am actually curious as to this part. Let's get this watching. Did Destiny start it from the beginning, or did he get it from the middle as well?
Just get this up front. I believe in free speech, and that's why I want you to be here and be able to say whatever you want. I'm quite the historian from a lot of multifaceted views. So at a certain point, I'm going to give my nuanced views of this. Agree with you. You don't want to open borders. You don't want your guns taken, or you don't want to take a shot. The ADL had a meeting 2 weeks ago and said Alex Jones is an agent of evil. He should be taken off the air. He's the devil because he doesn't.
Is he trying to figure out how to rewind it too?
4 shots. Like, what are you doing calling me anti-Semitic? I'm not against groups. I don't get into group politics.
Adam, sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Alex.
Yes, sir.
I've got the perfect answer for the ADL. They are going to have to listen up. What we did.
The ADL is the Anti-Defamation League, just so you know.
Is we brought Netanyahu with us.
I mean, I'm in the twilight zone. I know.
Wasn't good.
Netanyahu, what do you have to say? What do you have to say to Alex Jones right now, Nick Fuentes and Ye? It was bad. It was bad for Trump to meet with Nick and Ye. Okay. I had no idea your voice was going to sound like that, Netanyahu.
Bro, it's crazy how like somehow he manages to make
The last 10 years, and really accelerated the last 5.
He manages to make him look worse. He manages to make fucking Alex Jones look not fucking insane. It's crazy.
Who?
So you don't like Benjamin Netanyahu?
I just heard.
This is the man that made Graduation.
I thought you had a funny name. I heard he's like really into like, he's like a super killer. I could die for saying this. So in case this the last time you ever hear from me.
Well, look. I'm glad you guys are here, and we can sit here and upset. All I'm telling you is, do you guys realize that the British government created Hitler, and the Milner Group put him in power, and there's something much more sophisticated? And I personally think that most Jews are great people, and I understand there's a Jewish mafia, and they're used to demonize anybody that promotes freedom, but I don't blame Jews in general for that. And there is a much larger eugenics, transhumanist, scientific elite agenda that's playing off.
What about abortion? It's 50% of black deaths. There's over 50.
Hey, one of the papers I had, you're like, why is all? You're the director of this.
Yeah.
Fine. The Margaret Sanger, Rockefeller founded Planned Parenthood.
Is this where it started? Like, this is insane.
Came out today and said, because of your white guilt, white people need to give money so we can kill black babies. I swear to God, it's in my stack. If it had to move it off the desk, I could pull it right up for you.
Why did I have you move it off the desk, Alex?
Because it's cluttered. I'm not bitching. I'm just saying, everybody asks, where's my papers? I don't have them. There's a prop. I can literally go, look, I agree with you. Look at this. They say, white people, help us kill black people for your white guilt. It actually says that. Now,
more black babies are aborted than born in New York City. Woo! Well, I guess black people enjoy getting abortions. I don't know what to say.
I'm agreeing with you.
Is it a problem with props? We can't. This is the voice of Netanyahu.
So you get your mob.
Oh, it's because it's a net and it's a Yahoo. Netanyahu. Gotcha.
You get your mob. I'm going to find the tweet here because I want to show you this. This is a big. I sent it to you this morning. It was in the tweets. You pull it up.
Wow. Incredible.
It's official Twitter of the eugenics death cult. Talk about Nazis. I mean,
we're going to have Netanyahu step out for a second, okay, Alex?
Oh, he's going to go?
I'm leaving for now. Dude, is another
me. He's a Israeli politician, by the way, just so you guys know.
Oh, I thought this was a Nesquik. I just understood it. It's a net and a Yahoo.
Yeah, net and Yahoo. Yeah.
Nick, that's what I'm getting at here is that is that it was a it doesn't even matter. I mean, there's fluoride in the water killing us all. They're injecting us with GMO. Oh, here's a question, and I'm not an apologist for Israel. I'm trying to be balanced here. I believe in First Amendment. I believe in free speech. I endorse you, say whatever you want. Israel has, other than like Singapore and a few places, the most draconian mRNA injections in the world. They have the highest death rate from the shots. They are literally forcibly injecting them like Joseph Mengele, and Jews are dying in mass in Israel. So if the Jews are the secret group that runs it all, and I'm not denying that Jews run Hollywood, what I'm saying is...
It's the Zionist.
Okay, well, why would the Zionists be killing Jews in mass in Israel with the poison shot?
Because they work for Satan. They don't work for God.
Exactly. So they create atmospheres that get Jews...
Wait, I'm so confused. Wait, so I don't know if... Apparently Israel has a really high count. But anyway, what he's saying is that, bro, it sounds like what he's trying to say is that, like, the Jews created COVID or the vaccine to kill people, but Israel has some of the highest vaccine deaths, so then that would debunk the conspiracy theory, but it can't be debunked because, God, this is insane.
Persecuted so they can control the Jews so they can kill them.
What?
And you just did it. Just like George Soros helped round up Jews for Hitler. That's the next level. Boom, we just got there.
And they control the left and the right. They make politics super messy.
What the fuck is this
like,
graph?
I'm so confused right now. What's happening? Double masks, fines, increase enforcement. Mask mandate reinstated. Who double masks? What the fuck?
What am I looking at here?
Trump. And the next thing you know, like he said, fake news went crazy. And I love Trump like every other good Christian American. We just want to hold Trump to Christian values and say that's the only way to
Why is Kanye doing blackface right now, bro?
the White House. And if he doesn't do it, then I'm going to have to do it. I think that Trump is a more senior president. I think I've got some growing to do, but I love Jesus. It's kind of like David. All of his brothers had all this battle experience, and he was tending to the sheep. But while he was out there, he had to fight bears and tigers. This is the little I know as a baby Christian.
It's true.
Yeah, but
I think it's almost a good thing, but it's a bad thing at the same time that Kanye's talking to Alex Jones, because like this is unhinged. This is insane. I feel like a normal person watching this is like, wow, this is pretty bad. Like this, I feel like this has to assassinate Kanye's credibility. No,
he was able to beat that giant. And right now, this giant, there's some cleaning, there's some plumbing that we have to do. And that's what I'm doing with my style of art, my style of humor, and who I am as a celebrity to say,
what humor? What?
Okay, I've been messed over enough by Jewish businessmen to get to the point to say, I'm not going to take it anymore. I'm not the...
I've always wondered, I wonder if Kanye, I wonder if he has worked with majority businessmen, or if it's more that he just focuses on the Jewish ones, like how people will be like, oh, this particular group of people always does this particular thing, but it's because you police them in public. It's like, yeah, I don't like black people. Let's say I hated black people, and I'm in public, and I'm gonna focus on when a black person's doing a wrong thing. I'm gonna hyper focus, but when the white person's doing it, I don't even like. It doesn't even hit my radar. I wonder if that's part of it.
First person that got debanked because of their political opinion. And I represent now the common man. If we go, when we go, I don't know the word if, when we go into the White House, it's us now. It's not about specifically an icon or DeSantis.
But it's issues.
Yeah, it's about the issues in America.
Yeah, stay there. Nick Voigt does the studio. This is Uncensored, folks. We're going to come back after this break. And we're going to come back after the break and play a George Soros compilation of him on NPR. It's only a few minutes.
Forget about me.
Him on NPR. And him on 60 Minutes saying the best...
Is that what that is? It was a George Soros compilation?
...time of his life was rounding up and killing Jews. Ye never killed any Jews. So I want
to... What?
And him on 60 Minutes saying the best time of his life was rounding up and killing Jews. Ye never killed any Jews. So I want to know, how do I get the ADL to love me? Do I round up Jews in Nazi Germany? Do I get love then? Schwarzenegger said he loved Hitler. They gave him an award. I'm just saying, I don't like Nazis, and I don't like what some of the mafias are doing either.
I like Hitler.
Okay, but you're pushing the conspiracy theory that like what? Okay, how do you don't like Jews? You don't like Hitler? You're pushing the base of the Jewish question. Okay.
I am asking your help. In a tremendous...
Oh my God.
Bro, it's over. He gave us graduation. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I told you guys. I told you, motherfuckers. Okay? I told you. He fell off. What did Ye say? He ended the segment with, I like Hitler.
No, he didn't.
Graduation.
There's no...
Germany, do I get love then? Schwarzenegger said he loved Hitler. They gave him an award. I'm just saying, I don't like Nazis, and I don't like what some of the mafias are doing either.
I like Hitler.
Incredible. I didn't even fucking catch that. Oh my God. Bro, this is why I can't watch it on Alex Jones. I have to watch it through Destiny, because I have to be able to pause and rewind, because I actually a fucking idiot. What?
The best time of his life was rounding up and killing Jews. Ye never killed any Jews. So I want to know, how do I get the ADL to love me? Do I round up Jews in Nazi Germany? Do I get love then? Schwarzenegger said he loved Hitler. They gave him an award. I'm just saying, I don't like Nazis, and I don't like what some of the mafias are doing either.
I like Hitler.
Oh. Incredible. Maybe he means a different Hitler. Maybe he is not talking about Adolf Hitler. Maybe he's talking about like Rudolfo Hitler. Like, I don't know. Unrelated. Dude, what a goblin. What is he doing? But you know what? Here's the thing. How do we know it's Kanye? He's wearing that mask. He's wearing the mask. He likes Hitler. He's wearing the mask. It's not even him. That could be somebody else. How do we know? That might just be a secret Jewish plant. What the fuck's happening?
I am asking you.
I'm going to watch it through Destiny so I can rewind and pause and stuff, because I need to be able to do that.
Do the Hitler shit. We don't do the Nazi shit. That's cringe. Blah, 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 blah. Now fucking Ye is up here being like, I like Hitler. Jesus.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to fast forward it through this like anti-Jewish George Soros thing, because I'm not particularly thrilled about it. It's nice that they prepped for that, though. Let's get to what's going on now.
Right to Rand Paul, and
or not exactly now,
being
but
shot and attacked. People to burn down First Amendment, because as long
okay, here we go.
Conspiracy ever. Bad about him, like really, but he's like the source of every anti-Semitic fucking conspiracy theory fucking ever. But I would have to dig more into him. I'm not endorsing him. I haven't heard anything bad about him.
Okay. I don't know what
Do you
you're
believe in
talking
God?
about. What are you talking about?
Well, actually, funny.
Oh, he's talking about George Soros. Okay, yeah, he's the source of a lot of these conspiracies. I don't understand that either.
All right.
I doubt it's
My
true,
mission
though. But
here today is to offer the First Amendment, because as long as you're not carrying out violence against someone or asking people to be violent, like the left's asked people to burn down cities and attack Republicans and celebrate Rand Paul and Scalise being shot and attacked.
it's funny he's making this point about not asking when like his rhetoric led to the families of Sandy Hook shooting being harassed relentlessly. The parents of the victims of that were getting harassed because it was all fake, to a point where like I think somebody ended up taking their own life. It's crazy.
Attacked. Then you have your free speech. And when the left came out in the last 10 years and really accelerated the last 5, 6,
Yeah.
it said white people are
people.
inherently evil.
True.
Because of the color of their skin, and that
True.
somebody who moved.
And then of course we have an incredibly evil black person telling people that Hitler is based. He likes Hitler. So
Here as a kid from
they're not even going to respond. Alex Jones isn't even going to say anything about that. He's like, I like Hitler. Holy fuck. Oh man. What a live stream.
Poland, they're supposed to pay reparations for what people did hundreds of years ago in this country.
What happened?
They're supposed to the color of their skin, and that somebody who moved here as a kid from Poland, they're supposed to pay reparations for what people did hundreds of years ago in this country. It's a divide and conquer strategy. I'm not getting into the reparations debate.
So my I'm pretty sure the way that reparations works, from to Jewish people from like Germany, is that they pay. I should look into them, but it's that they pay the countries the reparation money to have them help like resettle the Jewish people who were displaced during World War II. It's a little bit, so like, okay, whatever, that makes sense to me. It's less of like the people, it's more of like the country made a mistake. I know the people pay taxes, but the country made a mistake, and it's to rectify that. So I can understand that.
I'm saying the groups pushing reparations are trying to cause division. So I've said it, the most Nazi-like activities I've seen. And the Nazis, in my view, were thugs.
One of the most Nazi-like activities I've ever seen is hearing someone say that they like Hitler. That's probably I don't understand. Was that his idea of a joke?
Thugs that shut people down did a lot of really bad things.
But they did good things too. We're gonna stop dissing the Nazis.
What the fuck? No, stop! What is happening?
And the Nazis, in my view, were thugs that shut people down did a lot of really bad things.
But they did good things too. We're gonna stop dissing the Nazis all the time.
No! This isn't happening right now. Oh my fucking god! Oh, there's no way he said that. There's no way, dude. That's fucking bananas, bro. Oh my god. They did good things? Like what? Would they build roads? Like what the fuck are you talking about? The Nazis did good things, bro. I'm shitting right now. Oh. Incredible. Incredible. Oh. Oh god. Oh.
Okay. We're going to get to that.
We're going to get to what?
Rest into this, but remember I told you a story about my grandfather growing up in the richest neighborhood in Dallas, and down the street was a famous German-American inventor. And he was a first-generation person. He'd come here when he was a little kid on a ship, and he held a bunch of the patents on refrigeration and air conditioning. And my grandfather worked the time he was about 8 years old because he took him under his wing in his little tinkering factory. Then he had factories in places like Detroit that actually built the stuff. And my grandfather, the main reason he joined the Army Air Corps, he told me, he didn't tell me a lot about this. He told me a story.
Is he going to walk out?
Was because he watched that man very quietly, once Hitler got power in the 30s, suck every dime out of him, or he would kill his relatives in Germany. And that guy was blonde-haired and blue-eyed, was as German as you could get, as Arnold Schwarzenegger, or as Teutonic as German.
I'm pretty sure Arnold Schwarzenegger is Austrian, no? I feel like that's true. I don't think he's German.
Germanic. And the point was, my grandfather saw that. So I understand you're opposed to other forces, but I don't think thinking other forces in history that are lionized. That's my personal experience of what my grandfather.
Yeah, he's Austrian and American. Why does he keep saying Arnold Schwarzenegger? I think he just likes saying the N-word, bro.
William Hammond told me.
Hey, what's up, Linda?
Not totally to me, but and I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. I'm saying like it literally doesn't totally make sense to me.
Thank God he's on his phone.
Following it, but I was just thinking about Satan. That whether it's the Zionists or Hitler, it's not the person, it's Satan using the people that
I agree with that.
Are controlled by demonic forces. But
gotcha, the Jews are controlled by Satan. Now it makes sense. When I've been listening to Kanye West, like insane anti-Jewish speech, I didn't understand. Now I do. Satan controls the Jews. Obviously.
But what I'm going to say is the Jewish media has made us feel like...
Wait, what are you doing in here? Hello?
offered anything of value to the world. Meanwhile, there's all of these things that are happening. Planned Parenthood is New World Order population eugenics that is happening to this date.
What?
I got some jokes here from Owen Benjamin that I want to read
what's
about
up?
Ben Shapiro. Hey, Candace Owens, unplug the robot.
Yeah,
before
I
he
was just
runs
wondering
his
if you'd be
mouth.
interested in an
Ben
abortion bill.
Shapiro's
Oh my
cardio
God.
Fuck no.
tackle.
It's fucking vegan gains, dude. Shut up, bro. Get out of here. Okay. All right. We're talking about a different black person right now. Vegan gains. Get out of here.
Come back in like 2 hours. We're watching Kanye on Alex Jones.
Well, yeah, sure. Doesn't have to be now, but I was just wondering if
Shapiro
just in
is
general
just
be
mad
interested.
that Kyrie
Sure,
won't
maybe
sign
at a
his
later point, yeah.
basketball.
Bro, get this guy. Ban him. Coming in there intentionally, unlike another person who went in there unintentionally.
Back to you, Alex.
I don't even know what the guy said.
Over there, you want to say something?
Yeah, well, I agree with Ye. I think that when you look at what's going on today, so much of the political landscape happens in the shadow of World War II and the Nazis and Hitler. And I think it requires a little bit of an
What does that mean?
investigation and examination of where those values come from. You know, people talk about Nazis and Hitler, but the United States had camps as well. The United States put the Japanese...
You want to
The United
compare?
States injected
Yeah, I mean, we did. We did some bad things too. We didn't do it to this like systematic scale that the Germans did. We didn't do good things, right? We've treated a lot of different people poorly. Absolutely. And like that's something that as a country we need to rectify. But it's not comparable, bro. It's not even close to comparable.
to black people with syphilis.
Yeah, and you...
No, I totally agree with you.
Yeah,
The
there are-
United States has Instagram selling pornography to little kids, and they're selling. People are selling. It's prostitution rings. Instagram.
So is your point, let he without
The United States, what is happening?
sin cast the first stone? You're just...
I butchered the spelling on that.
Instagram is a prostitution ring. Like I went 30 days off of Instagram, and it was the best part of the fast. Me getting
Well, listen, getting off social media for a long period of time is a great idea. Absolutely. But what are you talking about? I mean, like, there's OnlyFans models on there for sure. And if you want to have a nuanced conversation or just a regular conversation about how porn could be very, bad for your brain, for sure, great. But what are you talking about? The United States? Kanye, what's happening here?
getting kicked off of Instagram was the best thing that ever happened to me. Because when I go to it,
Bro, he's admitting right now that he was so terminally online on Instagram that he went down like the alt-right pipeline. I know he's not admitting that, but that's what it sounds like to me. It's just titties and guns and all that fun.
it's like watching it with the They Live goggles, which is something that Owen Benjamin, you guys got to pull this up. Dave Chappelle is a hack, and he gets a lot of his jokes from Owen Benjamin.
Who the fuck's
Dave
Owen Benjamin? I'll look
Chappelle
it
went
up.
on a Jewish platform and said, they dropped that nigga. Dave Chappelle said they dropped that nigga, talking about Ye, and he called me Kanye, and I'm supposed to be his friend. Dave Chappelle does not believe in God and does not believe in Jesus. These are the kind of black
Well, that's all it takes.
leaders that the Zionists put in front of us. And meanwhile, we
Wait, he's saying that Dave Chappelle is a Zionist leader that people are putting in front? What are you talking about? Dave Chappelle went onto SNL. I watched it, and I think he did an excellent job, did a very delicate job of talking about expressing why it's frustrating that people can't have the conversation and ask the question as to why there seems to be some Jewish people in some other positions of power. Right? I get it. Like, hey, why there's a lot of Jews in Hollywood. I understand. And he did it in a way that wasn't anti-Semitic. He was like, we just want to ask the question and have a conversation about it. That's great. How the fuck? Why would Jewish people put him in as the leader if there is this insane fucking Zionist fucking secret cabal? That doesn't make any sense. Kanye doesn't make any fucking sense. Also, quick question, guys. When's the first Jew president going to happen? When are we going to get the first Jewish president? Okay? For this magical world leader bullshit. You're saying that they put hey, imagine you ran a cabal. You're like, you know what we'll do? We'll make a lot of us lawyers and in Hollywood. Where else? That's it. What about president? No. Politicians? Now. Just those two things. Okay. Why? What? That doesn't make any fun. You know what I'm saying? It's this fucking secret fucking cabal or something. It's crazy.
want to knock Herschel Walker, but Herschel Walker changed his life for Christ. And he might have had
Herschel Walker is a fucking lying fucking motherfucker who said he never had an abortion before, and he paid a woman to get one. What are you talking about?
abortions, but he doesn't believe in abortion.
Well, here, what matters is I have to. What matters is the heart.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree with Ye. I think that it's time that America has a fearless, visionary leader who serves Christ, who wants to bring the future forth in engineering and theology. I think that when you look at the options that were offered,
bro, Nick, it's so funny because Nick hates black people, right? Like he says he doesn't hate them, but he thinks that they're dogs. Like literally, he said he compared sleeping with a black person to sleeping with a dog. He thinks that black people are biologically less intelligent. He doesn't think he doesn't care about any forms of systemic racism that could potentially lower the outcomes of black people in America. He just thinks black people are just less than. This is the person that's like running with Kanye, and you might think, well, maybe it means he's not racist. Well, I don't think that you could have the idea that fucking a black person's like fucking a dog and somehow not be racist. So the other alternative is that he's just trying to use Kanye West as like a fucking Play-Doh-brained, I don't know, vehicle to try to get himself into a position of power. But this is the most insane, rambling nonsense. So I'm going to say I don't think it's going to work.
Offered, and I said this on my show the other week, and the news said,
I almost feel bad for Nick, but not really.
I said the moderate Trump.
DeSantis, nobody even knows. It's just somebody that all the left are all of a sudden.
Well, let me raise that. Since you guys got into this, and we'll do hours on this.
Did I cut you off, Nick? I want you to let him complete his thought. Go ahead.
Oh,
so the moderate Trump versus DeSantis will not produce any outcome where America or Jesus is put first. Israel is, or rather, DeSantis is mobbed up with Israel and Mossad. Donald Trump, his speech, his announcement was written by Jason Miller, who's controlled by foreign interests.
Oh, you remember Donald Trump explicitly endorsed Israel. How fun is that? So now Donald Trump is part of the cabal.
There's a Republican primary between them two, and they go up against Biden.
Full-on anti-Trump. Oh, no.
There's exactly zero chance that we get any kind of regime that's going to deliver the real change.
Nick, I got a question. If I say something that's provocative.
You know what this is? You know what this is going on here on InfoWars right now? This is Donald Trump being a fucking mastermind. Listen, okay? This is Donald Trump being a mastermind. Think about it. He has these insane lunatics go on and talk shit about him and make him look normal. Donald Trump looks normal right now. He looks like the most normal conservative choice right now. So it's a very clever, it's a game that they're playing. It's a game. That's probably not true. But imagine.
Towards the Mossad. Is that misogynistic? Hold on, let's hear from that. Hey, I'm the head of the Mossad. I'm going to kill you and take your children away from you. Thanks a lot, Netton. Back to you, Alex.
Please turn your microphone around, sir. Man, I'm definitely overwhelmed.
Misogynistic. Incredible.
I'm here right now.
What a comedian.
InfoWars.com, tomorrow's news today. Listen, all I'm trying to get through here is I believe every group should be able to be
switched his name to Netton. I dropped the Yahoo so we didn't have to. I was tired of picking up the Yahoo.
I feel like, dude, if I would have done mushrooms this year, I'd be having panic attacks watching every single stream. I wouldn't believe this is real. This just can't, I wouldn't believe it. I would think I'm freaking out. I've lost
True. This is fucking nuts.
touch with reality.
Hey, right after this, I'm going to tell you crazy. I'm going to take your family away from you. We're not done with you yet.
Even Alex Jones thinks that this guy is fucking insane. Like,
we have to control the banks.
That's what I'm saying. It makes Alex Jones look like a normal person. This motherfucker said that he liked Hitler. It's holy fuck.
And we have to go and kill people.
Yeah, dude, I didn't think about that. Somebody in the chat said, yeah, Kanye might lose custody of his kids. That's a sad thought. But, dude, this is fucking unhinged. Bro, those doctors, those Jewish doctors that were trying to give this guy, like, lithium, they probably would have saved this guy's life if he just took the fucking drugs. He just needs to chill a little bit. And he's acting, like, insane right now. Bro, this is unwired. It's unhinged.
So we're in the pavilion.
Fuentes is forcing that smile so hard. Yeah, it's really funny.
Do you think that he's forcing the smile? I mean, Jess didn't even know because he was a little bit friendly with him, but I thought it was genuine. But I guess maybe there's some like fear in his eyes there.
It is.
Take the mask off because is this actually yay here, folks? Is this the mask is coming off in a little while? Hopefully.
even fucking dude. Even Alex Jones is questioning what's happening. This is incredible.
We're gonna be able to have a discussion about this, but I mean seriously, you have the globalists pushing a poison shot that's already killed 20 million people that they admit doesn't work.
At least
20 million. You're the bad guy for criticizing a group.
I'm assuming that Dusty's being facetious there, but okay. I'm sure it's saved more than it's killed. I doubt it's even killed anybody. Okay.
What I'm saying is when the left said white people are inherently bad because they're white for the last 6-7 years, they opened the gates up. So what did they expect? It's wrong, in my view, to say any group is inherently bad or has these traits or whatever. We should judge the individual.
I mean, I agree with that, sure. But what does this have to do with fucking vaccine conspiracies?
But it's wrong for the ADL to have what are very racial policies.
The ADL is played out. Nobody knows who the ADL.
Look at how pissed. Look at how fucking pissed he was.
It's wrong for the ADL to have what are very racial policies.
The ADL is played out.
Look at how angry Alex Jones is. Look at how fucking irritated he is with this interruption. This is incredible.
Nobody knows who the ADL are. Stop giving them attention. Nobody cares about the ADL. ADL, shut up.
They run all the censorship and everything.
They don't run anything. They're played out. We run the streets.
Well, I'm singling out the ADL. So
that's we don't know who they are. No one in high school knew what the word anti-Semitic was until Ye made it popular.
What the fuck is he talking about? Everybody knew the word anti-Semitism. Dude, Kanye's is insane.
What?
No, I hear you. It's definitely a tiger by the tail. Nick, you want
What does that even mean? What is definitely a tiger by the tail? What the fuck? What's happening right now?
to comment here?
Yeah, I just want to jump in and say that, I don't
I think it would have been better for presentation-wise if Nick showed up not looking like a fucking schlub. I'm just saying.
think Ye or I are saying that any group is particularly bad or the Jews as a group are bad, but there are...
Yes, you are. What are you talking about? You've been talking about how they run the fucking world. This is his whole thing. He thinks that there's a secret Jewish conspiracy. I watched him talk to Sneeko about this specifically, where he's like, we can't really talk about who runs the fucking world while they're talking about Jewish people. Like, you're talking about how there's a secret Jewish fucking conspiracy to destroy the world because there's a couple of extra Jewish Hollywood fucking executives acting like this is an insane thing going on. It's fucking nuts. It's not that deep. Like, oh shit. Oh fuck, the Jews run the world because they made Transformers the movie? Like, what's the fucking logic here? It's this like niceness. It's like it's the nice racist. It's the nice bigot. It's like, we're not saying that Jews are bad or anything, but they do run the world, and then they're trying to kill us all. It's like, okay, incredible. It's fucking nuts.
Are Jewish practices that are based on Jewish law, and there is clearly some kind of a Jewish mafia. I'll give you a perfect example.
Maybe there is a Jewish mafia. I'm sure there's Jewish practices based on Jewish law. Okay, just like there's fucking Christian practices and any other practice like that. And there's probably is a Jewish mafia. We had the fucking Italian mafia. We had every mafia. There's Italian mafias, like black mafias. There's German mafias, Irish mafias. There's fucking English mafias. There's mafias everywhere, all over the fucking world. That doesn't mean that they run the world. Just because there might have been Bro, I watched what is it called? Oh, what's that show called? The fucking Peaky Blinders. There's Jewish mafia in that. It doesn't mean that they run the world, bro. What are you talking about? It's like, yeah, there's a Jewish mafia. There may be Jewish mafias. So that means that they run the fucking whole world. Incredible. That's incredible. What a fucking reach. What a reach.
It was...
Yeah, tomatoes are healthy. So that means that pizza is a vegetable. Like, what the fuck? That's the logic there. Yeah, Japanese, it's a mafia for everybody. Okay?
Ari Emanuel of WME, they called for a total boycott on Ye. Ari Emanuel's two brothers are Zeke Emanuel, who is the architect of Obamacare in the Obama White House, and his other brother is Rahm Emanuel, who is the chief of staff for Obama and the mayor of Chicago. Right. Their father, Benjamin Emanuel, was part of the Irgun, which was a Zionist terrorist group in the 1940s. The definition of anti-Semitism...
I mean, I don't even know if that's true, but even if it is, like, hot take, like, our grandparents may have been part of, like, a mafia. Like, what? Okay. Like, I have a lot of Italian friends. I'm sure they got like their Joey Garbanzos that used to be part of the fucking mafia. That doesn't mean they are. They wish they were. Every Italian, especially that grew up in my generation, wishes they were like, hey, because that's when the Italian movies were popping off. So like, hey, I'm fucking old. And then they got these tough balls. But they take a good, they're fun. Italian people are fun. It's crazy.
According to the State Department is, if you say Jews have any allegiance to Israel, it's anti-Semitic. If you say that Jews have any kind of conspiratorial influence in America, it's anti-Semitic.
Well, oh wait, what?
Israel, it's anti. Definition of anti-Semitism, according to the State Department, is if you say Jews have any allegiance to Israel.
I mean, there's probably some Jewish people that have an allegiance to Israel, but like, why would that be? Because I doubt that. Okay.
It's anti-Semitic. If you say that Jews have any kind of conspiratorial influence in America, it's anti-Semitic.
Well, of course that's anti-Semitic. If you say that Jews have a conspiratorial fucking reign over America, of course it's anti-Semitic. It's a conspiracy theory that led to fucking World War II, dude. What are you talking about? That's insane. Those two things aren't comparable to me at all. Yeah, there's a lot of Jews that are loyal to Israel. That makes sense. I could see that. Oh, yeah, the Jewish people run the world. That doesn't make sense to me. Oh, but they're the same. They're on the same level. What?
So we're supposed to believe that if Rahm picks up the phone and gets on a call with Zeke and Ari, and they talk about their jobs, which are running Hollywood and running the Obama White House, a conspiracy, if we acknowledge that happens, we're called anti-Semitic. What? But it's the truth. It's a truth that they make those calls. And it doesn't mean that every Jewish person is in on it. There are good Jews like Darren Beatty and Laura Loomer. And, there are lots of fine Jews.
Laura Loomer call in. Also, it's like there's Jewish people that are basically hiding me under their floorboards right now, under their wooden floors. It's like a reverse version of the Holocaust because there's Jewish people that saw how I was treated. And they're like, this is wrong. This I just gave an opinion. I didn't cause any harm. I didn't harm anyone. All I said is, and I spelled it wrong because I was drinking alcohol, and we see the Bible says you can drink, but the king should not drink, right? And I shouldn't have been drinking.
I like that. He's like, it's okay if I drink, but the king shouldn't drink. Well, Kanye, you think you're the king. You shouldn't be drinking.
I shouldn't have said DEFCON. That was a $2 billion tweet, basically. I know you know about...
Nobody defended that tweet in any capacity. No Jewish person defended it. John Stewart said that we need to have these conversations so that the wound doesn't continue to fester. We need to clean out the wound and we need to move forward. But nobody justified the insane tweet that he threw out there.
Sued.
I hear you. So let's expand. Yeah, that's also drinking. So let's expand on that.
True. The Yale cost.
Is what I'm trying to say.
Basically. And I shouldn't have been drinking. I shouldn't have said DEFCON. That was a $2 billion tweet, basically. I know you know about getting sued.
I hear you. So let's expand. Yeah, that's also drinking. So let's expand on that.
True. The Yale cost.
Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Candace Owens isn't Jewish, though. He said Jewish people defended the tweet.
You didn't kill anybody. You're simply here saying this, and you're is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You didn't kill anybody. You're simply here saying this, and you're being demonized and attacked, and you're saying that is hypocritical. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. George Soros admits he went around rounding up Jews that thought they were protected, stole their money, and sent them to Nazis.
What? What the fuck?
How old? Wasn't he like 6 years old when this happened?
They hide behind black people.
What the
they hide
fuck?
behind Jews.
Yeah, that makes sense. What is he talking about?
They hide behind groups, and they use racial politics to control. And so I think that's the most important thing.
I'm assuming Destiny's writing notes that he could talk about this later, like rewatch the video. But we don't do that. We don't actually engage critically or intelligently with content, guys. We just shit and fart. Okay.
Is to understand that we can all come together under Christ.
Also, they blackmail. Okay, go ahead about the Christ.
He was born in 1930. He was 14 years old. What
I don't
the
hate
fuck?
anybody because of their religion or their background. And there's great people from every organization. And I think
George Soros can come to Christ. It is a possibility that he can convert and come to Christ.
Would you meet with George Soros if he wanted to meet with you?
Who's calling him, you think? Who's calling him to say that he has to stop?
I would meet with anyone. That's the whole thing. Laura, we're live. What's up? This is Laura Loomer.
I'm watching live. I saw you just said that you wanted me to call in, so I'm calling in.
Wow.
Well, how does she have your number?
Well, she called me because she had some concerns about Milo running my campaign.
Oh, that's right. So here's
Well, that's probably a good thing because Milo's a fucking animal, dude. He's crazy. The shit that he was saying on that fucking Tim Pool thing, the limited time is nuts.
we
Oh
got
my
Laura
god!
Loomer's number.
All the
We call her
fucking
on-
drama is coming back.
Actually, put her on the show. Laura, you're on via speakerphone. Can you come on via Skype or via phone right now?
I don't even know who Laura Loomer is.
Yeah,
I'll
I
look it up.
can't do video right now, but I could do audio. I texted your producer.
Laura, we're going to call you right now. We're going to put you on air in 2 minutes.
Don't trash Milo. I like Milo.
I'll call in right now.
You didn't say
Obviously
yes.
conservative.
Yeah, they're going to call her. They got her number.
Okay, go. Bye.
This is crazy. Listen, all I'm trying to say is...
I think Laura Limmer was the one who brought out all the old Milo tweets to get him kicked out of Kanye's campaign.
It's not a fetish. It's not a fetish. That's a term,
Oh,
like,
okay.
I just love information. They have some documentaries apparently.
Well, what do we have here? Does Ye know his campaign manager is going around lying, accusing him of being gay, and literally threatening to kill him? What? Like I said, Milo's just trying to exploit Ye for his money and make Trump look bad. Take a look at these archive posts about what Milo said about Ye. I could see a future where Milo tries to blackmail Kanye, with false claims that Ye is gay. Milo loves blackmailing people by his own admission, and he loves making up lies about people once he is through using them for money and fame. Milo is still gay and always will be because you can't pray the gay away. Once a vindictive sociopathic gay, always a vindictive sociopathic gay. Saying he was straight was about just another way to just exploit Christians and make money. Oh my God, is this homophobic or based? What the fuck?
Apparently,
don't know.
Bezos is allowed to put up any documentary.
Milo, Kanye is gay. Don't make me keep saying it. This is from 28 too. Okay. Most rappers are homos, especially the new crop. Oh my God, it's become racist. I think. Maybe. Anyway, Kanye is a pretty pathetic figure now. He got outfoxed by a beard, a Kardashian. Wait, who's the beard? Are they talking about? Because a beard is like when you marry somebody as a gay person or a gay guy, so make you not look gay. Kanye is very gifted homosexual. He's on a YouTube page. I'd kill Kanye because he's gay. What? Is this really him? Holy fuck. Back when Kanye was cool, especially like black homosexual Kanye West. Kanye was late something and didn't pay fees all over the place. The independent minded or bankrupt like 50 Cent. Yeah, these rappers like to dictate Kanye, blah, blah, blah. At least Kanye likes white guys. Kanye needs to repent for his homosexuality. Okay, I can't support these. Okay, incredible.
But if a basketball player tweets it, he'll lose his entire career. I think that's...
Well, that's where I want to go, because you've got millions, hundreds of millions of Chinese locked down right now by, and Chinese are great people, but their government in that country is the most racist, homogenistic, or homogeneous.
But you know, like Milo, dude, all these right wingers fucking hate each other behind the scenes.
I really care about those Chinese people under lockdown because they want to use that as a model against us. I'm just kind of not.
I think Ye could win the presidency. Why did Tim Pool tweet this? Like after having such a bad, he definitely cannot. Hopefully,
I'm not on the whole Jew thing. It's what I'm saying. I don't care if people talk about it. I believe in free speech. I'm just really worried about the forced injections, world government, 5G, the open borders, the collapsing currencies, war with Russia. What do you think?
I don't have all of that information. I have the information that 2 days ago I thought I was going to be put in prison because my accounts are frozen.
No, I get it. You're in Hollywood, and the managers you see are. So I get it from your perspective. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and I love Jesus, and I have to fight this war to make a better place for my children and for everyone else's children. I got to put myself, my accounts, my name.
Thank God Kanye is fighting for my kids. That will have a little bit of Jew blood in them. Jewish blood, excuse me. Okay.
At risk to stand in the front of this war that we have. This is InfoWars, right? So we're going to give this information on InfoWars.
By the way, I asked the crew very lovingly. I love the crew. But you guys gave me the tweet I sent you this morning of the abortion mill, New World Order, depopulation, kill the black people organization, Planned Parenthood, where they said it's white people's job to give money so we can kill black people. It actually says that.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. No, that's okay. Oh my God. Do we ever consider that like these black people that get abortions want to have them? Like, I don't know. like, yeah, I want this. Thank you. Okay.
And Ye didn't want me to have it on the desk because he wanted to be able to have it all look clean and stuff, and I get that, so I'm happy for Ye. But will you guys give me that damn tweet? Because I love you to death, but I'm asking for an hour. I need that damn tweet. I want to show people this because it is such mind control to say, white people, you've got white guilt. Actually say, you're bad because you're white. Help us kill black people. What type of freakish, crazy world is that? Okay?
Zionist.
It's the Jews' fault. Bro, he can't stop. He can't stop, dude. It's Jewish people want to kill black people. Like, he can't even just engage in the normal white guilt conspiracy bullshit. He's got to take it a step further, and everything is Jewish people's fault. It's crazy.
Is that too wide of a idea, or do I have to just go specifically to who does that? But it's the devil. It's the devil. We all, like Grandma used to say,
the devil controls the Jewish people.
All need Jesus Christ. And where I'm at, this position where God is, he's using me as a vessel. Everyone always knew that I was special, but now I get to be a vessel. And I feel so...
God is using Kanye as a vessel to spout anti-Semitic hate speech against Jewish people to hopefully, I imagine, put Jewish people back in camps. It's incredible, bro.
I'd like to go into a prayer. It's a prayer that my cousin wrote. Now, this prayer...
Yeah, what happened to black people being Jewish? Not Jewish, Jew. He said black people are Jew, not Jewish, because it's like, I'm cold-ish. You know, that's what I think his logic is there.
It's pretty long, so... Please don't cut me off in the middle of this prayer.
I'm not. Go ahead.
So,
oh boy, he's gonna do a prayer.
I was we were doing a family prayer Zoom on Sunday, and his name is Wayne, and he tells me, he says, Kanye, he's like, bro.
Is Wayne like his wife's new boyfriend?
My name's Jay. You say a prayer. And then I said my prayer, and I felt that it was very profound. I felt like it was Ye-level bars, where I said, let's remove this whole conversation of
I'm ready to pray.
Morality, and let's stick to the Bible and say, either Jesus said so, or Jesus said no. Hold on, I'm gonna wait till you drop this.
Okay.
Boom.
Listen.
All right, so
he was looking
I
at
felt
papers.
like that was profound. That's like a bar that made me top 5 streaming artists.
Let's do it. Come on, get into it.
Either Jesus said so or Jesus said no. Because we want to bring in our
creative direction,
and our opinion and our moral compass.
Listen, if that's the whole prayer, let's move on. But if but if you're gonna get into, you should have waited to drop that bar when we got to the point in the prayer, because it would have made it more impactful.
Forget the words moral compass. Is it in the Bible?
What
did the red letters say? What did Jesus say about it? And then we make our decisions off of that.
So
I said this, and then I had an idea. Let's stop hoping. Let's pray. Let's talk directly to God. Let's stop hoping for stuff.
I agree with that.
He has hope in here, and then I took it out, and then I put it back in, and then so I said this prayer, And my family members, they didn't say anything. And then he said his
Say the prayer.
and all the whole family was like, oh, that's the best prayer I ever heard. And he's like, I know. My prayers could be intimidating. I know. They're like, did you write that down? That was the best prayer ever. And I was thinking like, bro, why you set me up? Why you set me up to say my prayer right before your prayer? But this is his prayer. I was like, yo, send me that prayer, bro. That prayer was pretty good. It says, now, Nick is Catholic, so he doesn't like referring to Jesus as Yahweh God. But I am, am I black? Am I African? Am I Semite? What is it? They call me anti-Semite. They said I'm a nigga in rap. They said I'm black. They told me, say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Okay, James Brown, you tell me who I am.
Wow. And also with you. Like, what the fuck's happening right now? Dude, he can't even get out a coherent thought.
But I know that I'm a child of God, and I know Jesus died for us. This is the daily prayer written by my cousin Wayne. Yahweh God, thank you for life, health, and strength. Faith,
I love the
hope,
picture
and
they
love,
have up there.
And another day to bless, protect your most holy name. I surrender all, Yahweh God, and acknowledge that all things are spiritual before they are physical. For this reason, we also declare and decree that you are the maker, master, ruler, creator, and guider of our spiritual lives. We also acknowledge our brother Jesus Yeshua and the blood he shed that gave us blood-paved pathways back to the holy of the holies. As we humbly come before you, your almighty throne of mercy and grace, we welcome your glory to rest heavenly upon our shoulders. Bless our crown with supernatural wisdom and understanding, Yahweh God, so that we may walk in the true knowledge of who you are and who you created us to be. Quiet our spiritual minds, Yahweh God, slow us down and put us in proper alignment and divine timing with the will and purpose you have for our lives. Open our spiritual eyes, Yahweh God, so we may better see all of the divine things of the Spirit. Open our spiritual ears, Yahweh God, so we may better hear all of the sacred things of the Spirit. Guard our spiritual mouth, Yahweh God. Place a censor over our divine tongues, so we may only speak words that glorify and edify you. Soften our spiritual heart, Yahweh God, so we may walk into deeper communion, communication, commitment, intimacy, understanding, and a relationship with all of the divine things of the Spirit. Yahweh God, we recognize that we do not battle against flesh and blood, but against spirits and powers, principalities and rulers of spiritual wickedness in heavenly places. It is for this reason that we put on the whole armor of God, Yahweh God. We put on the helmet of salvation and the breastplate of righteousness. We firmly attach the belt of truth around our waist and drench our feet with the preparation of the gospel of peace. We take our sword of life spirit, which is the word of life, and the shield of faith with which we will quench all of the fiery darts of the enemy. Thank you for blessing us from the top of our head to the bottom of our feet and everywhere in between with the first, what we need, everything that we deserve, and then the best that you have for our lives, Yahweh God. In Jesus' name, amen.
And perfect time to go to break.
Hey, amen. It was a good prayer, but holy fuck.
Hour number 2, uncensored with Ye. Nick Fuentes, I'm your guest host here in Insane Asylum World, because the whole world's crazy. All of us are nuts. This is Twilight Zone 2.0. We will be right back.
Me when you say that.
No, I'm talking about all of us. The whole world's crazy. It is crazy.
Kanye got a little offended by that one.
Everybody's crazy. I believe that. I'm saying the guest host here because these guys are hosting. We'll be right back with hour number 2.
Wow. Hour number 1 was incredible so far, let me tell you.
With the exact lose your conservatism. Be heard. Was incorrect.
We gotta get to that.
I said fucking
Open, yeah.
So tell us about the meeting. What really? We're going to call her on his phone in like 10 minutes. Alex Jones here.
Oh, he's still there.
He's still there, baby. Okay, well that's good. Give me a minute to take a slight break for myself. It'll also give it a little more time for the video to run, you know what I mean, a little bit, because I like to be able to pause it, and of course you can't pause it here. They are still going though. Kanye watch. I'll be right back. Anyway, let's continue with the Kanye West's fun time stuff.
Nick Fuentes riding shotgun, and we're going to get Laura Loomer on the line. He didn't want to wear an earpiece. That's fine. We're going to call her on his phone in like 10 minutes or so. So we'll get to you, Laura. But he wants. Why don't they just call in? Why is she going to use that? To get her on, that's great. We'll get her on. Yay. Let me bring up, since you guys want to get on this topic, the meeting with Trump. They're now using it against Trump. They're misrepresenting who Nick is. And I think that's
you think the Valencia shit is bad? I think it's a little weird, but people get way too fucking conspiracy-minded. People are so stupid. Like, yeah, they are sex trafficking children. They want to show the whole world with covert cryptic messages. You're stuck in fucking Call of Duty world, dude.
Along with this, it's very troubling. So tell us about the meeting.
Fair enough.
What really happened there?
Nick, you have the minutes on it.
That's right. So it's where to begin. Well, I want to set the record straight first of all, because there was a big piece in NBC the other day written by Mark Caputo with a lot of lies about the dinner. And I don't know if people were misquoted or if bad quotes were given, but people are being led to believe that this was somehow a setup or an ambush to make the president look bad. That's not true.
Well, I don't think it is. I think that's no, that's not what it is. But you're like horribly anti-Semitic, and it's not good that you're talking to Trump. Trump's an idiot for even talking to you in the first place.
Ye loves Trump. I love Trump. We came to the dinner to have a discussion with him about
him being the vice president
race. Ye had a proposition for him.
Yeah. He wanted to ask Kanye wanted to ask Trump to be his vice president. That was fucking crazy. Why are we watching Destiny watch this? Because I can't rewind the live show. That's why. We want to be able to pause it and rewind it. The fact that he's not saying much is actually helpful, okay?
Oh, a lot of it was really put together in the last minute. I didn't even really know until I was at Mar-a-Lago whether or not we would be at the dinner. It was something that Ye and I discussed on the flight there and on the car ride over. So I just want to get that cleared up straight away because I think Ye and I both believe that Trump is a great option. It really just comes down to Trump and Ye for the most part.
Wasn't he just shitting on Trump like relentlessly like 2 seconds ago?
I'm trying to premeditatedly claim it was some secret meeting and he knew he was meeting with you. That's not true.
No, yeah, and it was surprising because
he does. Oh wait, so Kanye just like sprung Nick Fuentes on Trump. Wow, holy moly, that's frustrating.
Because we had this.
What's up with then? Trump's team is horrible. Like, not that they don't know who Fuentes is, but they didn't do a quick like check and be like, yeah, don't talk to this guy. It's be bad if you talk to him.
Conversation the day before we flew out. We were in LA on that Monday, and I was told it may not even be possible for you to get into Mar-a-Lago. They said because there's so many people that will intercept you. There's a guest list, and you have to be on it, and there's a security list, and all these things. So I was told that I may not even be able to get through. Well, we pulled up to the club. They checked out Ye, they checked out Karen's ID and information. We drove up, we walked in, we sat down in the lobby. The president came.
He must have gotten unnoticed because he's like a kind of a small guy. Maybe Kanye brought him in his suitcase.
Out of the dining room, and that was that. He invited Ye to dinner, and I don't know if it was Ye or Trump, but one of them said, well, we want to bring Jamar, Karen, and Nick into the dining room. And so we came in, we sat down. Well, we took some pictures. Ye sort of lit up the whole room. Everybody wanted to get a picture with him. We sat down at the table.
Wow.
And I want to say initially it was a very pleasant dinner. Trump gave kind of the standard black voter pitch. He talked about the HBCUs, the opportunity zones, things like that. And then it turned out that Ye had accidentally sent a text message to a lawyer that both Trump and Ye share. And forwarded him some intel that Karen gave to us about how we were going to handle the Trump meeting and how to read his body language and the kinds of things that maybe we should avoid or things we might want to say. And so before the dinner, Ye accidentally forwarded that to a lawyer who then in the middle of the dinner apparently called Trump to say, hey, Karen Giorno's involved. This is a setup. You guys are being set up right now.
Oh, my God.
It was really just based on a misunderstanding.
What? Okay.
And after that call,
Who's this lawyer?
Do you mind if I say the name?
Yes.
It's yes, you mind? Or?
No, I don't.
Okay, it's Nick Gravante. So he was texting
I don't mind any names. I think that's the general. Just let him finish the entire story.
So because
he wasn't interrupting him.
we pulled up in the car and Ye said, here, I'll forward you these notes. So he forwarded it to me and I said, hey, I didn't get the text. And we kind of brushed it off, and we found out later he meant to send it to Nicholas Fuentes. He sent it to Nicholas Gravante on accident. So the dinner was actually very pleasant. It was very friendly. Ye picked out a song.
That's why you got to choose nicknames for everybody.
To play. He put on Say You Will off of 808s. And then Trump said, oh, I don't know, let's put on one of your hits. So he put on Stronger. It was very congenial. Well, then in the middle of the dinner, Trump gets this call because Nick Gravante.
Oh, he put on Kanye's song Stronger. Oh, that's weird, man. I feel like if I made music, I wouldn't want, like, I couldn't be in the room while it was playing. Do you think that Kanye is the kind of dude that can just kind of chill and sit there and listen to his own music? Like, this is incredible. You know, he has like he just plays his own music all the time.
Apparently sent the text to one of Trump's guys or somebody. Somebody called Trump and said Karen is giving Ye intel because Karen worked for Trump. She ran the state of Florida during the Republican primary in 2016. And so he got the heads up. They thought it was some big ambush. So he gets off the phone and the tone totally flipped. And he starts telling Ye these stories about how some of his black constituents had betrayed him. He told the story about how he got A$AP Rocky out of jail. He told the story about how he got the NBA basketball players out of the Chinese jail. And the moral of the story was, if you go against me, if you're disloyal to me, I'll crush you. That was kind of the subtext of the stories from Trump. He said that Kim Kardashian, he said some nasty things about her because she endorsed Joe Biden after Trump released,
oh my God.
What is it, Alice
Johnson.
Alice Johnson from prison. He commuted her sentence and then gave her a pardon, so he felt betrayed by that. And then Ye made the proposition and said, hey, I'd like you to be my running mate in 2024.
That's crazy. He wants to that like that's insulting. Like even if you don't like Trump, Trump became president. He has more credibility than Kanye exponentially. That's crazy.
And Trump
I gave him the opportunity. I didn't say I would like him. I said you have the opportunity.
That's even worse. I feel like that's even more condescending. Instead of being like, hey, I want you to be my running mate, it's like, hey, I'm going to give you the opportunity to be my running mate. I'm going to give you a gift. Like when you ask somebody to be your running mate, that's like, hey, can you do this for me? It's like a respect thing. It's already disrespectful, but given the context, but because Trump actually was president. But then he's like, I'll give you the opportunity. I'll give you the opportunity to be my fucking vice president. This guy's crazy, dude. That's crazy.
Right, yes.
Be my running mate in 2024.
Yes. And
Would he wear a mask as well, though?
I think it would look cool.
I do think it looks cool. So he sat back and folded his arms, he kind of smirked, and he sort of dismissed it, but then he...
Well, that's so weird to say that it looks cool. Like Kanye, he's treating Kanye like a kid, bro. He's like a kid. Like it's unfortunate. Incredible.
He got a little bit heated, and he said, you can't win, you'll never win, don't run, you can win at a lot of things, but you can't win at this.
Yeah, don't run.
And then he turned to me and Karen and said, you guys are smart, I know you work for him, but don't lie to him, tell him he can't win. And, I love Trump, and I love Ye, and so I'm looking at Trump, and then I'm looking at Ye, and I'm looking at Trump, and Ye, he's telling me.
Nick, they say you're a white supremacist. Are you a white supremacist?
No.
Yes, he is. Imagine asking a white supremacist if they're a white supremacist. If they say yes, then thank you, making it easy. But again, this guy is.
Not at all.
This guy thinks black people. This guy thinks that fucking black people is like fucking dogs. He said this. He says it's both degenerate. I don't understand how we're at this point. He thinks that black people are biologically low IQ just because they're black. He doesn't care about any like systemic racism. He doesn't care about poverty zones. He doesn't care about none of that. He just thinks black people are dumb. That's white supremacist shit. I don't know. What's your meter on what is and isn't white supremacy? I don't know. I feel like if I had to point to anybody, that would be the easiest one to point to. Okay.
Well, spend some time on that.
Yeah, I'm a Catholic. I'm Christian, and so I believe that we.
I know that sounds white supremacist right there, but it's not. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I believe that we're all children of God, and so I think that black, white, red, brown, whatever, we're all siblings in a certain sense because we're created by God. I do though believe that there are races. There are black people. There are white people. There are Hispanics. And these differences mean something to people. They mean things to each other. That doesn't mean that we can't get along. That doesn't mean.
But the left's saying it's bad to even have a culture. They're saying none of us can say I'm this or I'm that.
Nick was it's a dog whistling right there, dude. Like Nick is so close to just saying, yeah, some of them are just biologically inferior. That's where he's so close.
They want to melt us all down. That's what globalization is. They want to globalize the government, the economy, and the population. They want a global government. They want to globalize the economy through free trade.
With no culture.
Exactly. And the population through immigration. And they want to make it so that in 50, 100 years, there are no distinct nations. There's no distinct peoples.
So nobody can stand up to them.
Right. Just a slave class, undifferentiated. That's what they want.
But if everybody had one identity, wouldn't that make them stronger to work it? If you is his argument that
Right, they want to melt us all down. That doesn't mean.
But the left's saying it's bad to even have a culture. They're saying none of us can say I'm this or I'm that.
Right, they want to melt us all down. That's what globalization is. They want to globalize the government, the economy, and the population. They want a global government. They want to globalize the economy through free trade.
With no culture.
Exactly, and the population through immigration. And they want to make it so that in 50, 100 years, there are no distinct nations. There's no distinct peoples.
So nobody can stand up to them.
Right, just a slave class, undifferentiated.
That doesn't make any sense because like literally there's a saying that's like so well known. Divide and conquer. It's not unite and conquer. So your argument is that the world wants to remove culture. The leftists, the globalists, assuming that he means Jewish people, want to remove culture from everything so that they can conquer us more easily by having us all only be able to unite under being like one people. How does that make any fucking sense? It doesn't. That's insane. If anything, they want to increase the culture, more things to argue about, which would make sense. I don't think it's a globalist thing. I think it's a rich person thing, but that doesn't make sense.
That's what they want.
This is the future president you're talking to right now.
Which one?
Is Nick your running mate?
He's not old enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick, how old are you?
I'm 24. Maybe in a few cycles.
And
He's 24? Wow, what a fucking baby.
And Trump loved Nick. He looked at me and said, where did you find this kid? He had no idea until, what's the guy that wrote the speech that you didn't like?
Wow, this is really bad for Trump. Trump loves Nick.
Miller.
Jason Miller lied afterwards after they found out who you were. And what did Jason say in the press to start off? Because it started to be like a series of lie after lie after lie and fake. It wasn't a tweet. It was a truth social after truth social after truth social. So give them the rundown on that.
Yeah, so initially, we didn't publish anything about the dinner. It was rumored that Ye went to dinner with Trump. Then it was rumored that I was at the dinner because I walked through the airport in Miami. Then there was a statement from Jason Miller, who spoke as a representative for Trump, and he said, well, Nick Fuentes was not at the dinner. And it was only at that point,
but then it seemed like he was, right? So,
which was a lie. It was only at that point when we began to respond, and Ye said, he can't say that. Nick was at the dinner. That was a lie.
But I mean, I actually like the speeches that Jason Miller wrote. Maybe, I mean, he was just scared.
Who was scared? Trump?
No, I mean, I think Miller thinking it was a setup, but I mean, I think that's what they thought. They thought, oh, this is a setup. And I think that's where that fear came from.
But people got to stop lying. Our leaders, our politicians have to...
The first true thing you've ever said, Kanye. People have got to stop lying.
Stop being afraid and being so political. And
I can't believe PlayStation has ads on the Alex Jones thing. I'm not saying that's not like a cancel them thing. I'm just surprised that they would do that.
Milo got kicked out.
And if anything...
Milo got kicked out? Officially? Fantastic.
...comes from this. Like... The best thing that can come from
pretty
this
brave
is
plan that Spider-Man had right here. Thank
of the United States in 2024.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
The worst thing that could come from this is our leaders.
Wait, who played the Spider-Man ad? What is happening on InfoWars right now? Okay. Whose Spider-Man ad was that? I'm so confused. Was that... Oh, that was Destiny. It was over his chat. What the fuck is this? Destiny had Spider-Man running. What the fuck? Wow.
President of the United States in 2024. The worst thing that could come from this is our leaders are held to Christian values, not Zionist values. Now, let's talk about the difference of Trump's truth socials.
Yeah.
You know, it's so interesting that, like, in this quest to disparaging of Jewish people, saying that there's a Jewish conspiracy to run the world, it's always like Christian or Catholic people basically saying that they're not saying that it's bad that there's a world dominator. They're saying it's bad that it's not a Jewish person, or excuse me, it's not a Catholic or Christian person. It's so weird. It's just so bizarre.
So he put out 3 successive posts. There's 3 responses from Trump on Truth Social, and they just get more sort of erratic as the pressure grows. You know, the first one, he says, it was a very uneventful dinner.
What happened with Milo? Laura Loomer, covert strike, or not covert, she fucking striked him on Twitter, and I think, my guess is Ye saw it and knocked him out, or kicked him out. Well, I'm not sure, I'm speculating, maybe that's not the case. But
needed advice, and so it just kept getting more and more sort of angry and erratic, and I think what Ye's getting at, and I don't want to put words in his mouth, but Trump is surrounded by handlers. He's surrounded by people like Jared Kushner and Jason Miller. He's got 3 campaign managers.
Jared Kushner bailed because he got what he wanted.
Yeah, he's surrounded by Jewish people? That's what he's trying to say there.
Out of Trump, right? What did Jared do when Trump was in office?
He got the Abraham Accords. Jared Kushner with his best friend,
Netanyahu,
in 666
maybe
Fifth
we don't see him as much? I don't know.
He brokered the Abraham Accords, which opened up investment from the Gulf states into Israel.
What did Netanyahu have to say about it exactly?
Netanyahu loves it, of course, because this.
But let's expand on that.
I love Jared. Hey, this is Netanyahu. Okay.
No, keep going. My point is that...
No, keep going. That sounded anger to me. And when somebody does something fucking foolish and you're just like, oh, just keep doing that. Nah, keep doing it. It's okay. Oh, my God.
It's fair, though, for Trump that it is a political attack to claim that he endorses or represents even the views they claim you hold that you don't hold. So clearly, you can see how the media is using you guys as an attack on Trump.
They're using us to try to put this guy we've never heard of, DeSantis, in office. Like, DeSantis is going to play by the book. The thing about Trump is this guy is one of the best presidents we have. He's top 5 presidents. He's right there with Ronald Reagan. Okay, and he was a Wharton grad. He's one of the best businessmen of all time. And the entire time he was the president,
he did lose a lot of money. Might have been a bit of a rough businessman, but
Jewish media attacked him. They were mad because he was actually working for the country. And now they're
but why would they do that? Donald Trump openly supported Israel over Palestine. So why would they attack him? It doesn't make any sense to me. Why would they attack him if this supposed conspiracy theory, they were getting what they wanted? It doesn't make any sense to me.
They're doing everything, including this meeting, to try to say he's not allowed to meet with. This is InfoWars. Who are you to say who the president can meet with? Netanyahu. Like, I'm not gonna, the Holy Spirit
It's just like another like leader saying like, hey, I didn't like this because this person's anti-Semitic.
fills me up, and the less sin I have, the less angry I get, you know? So you can't make me angry, but if I was another version of Ye, the Kanye West that you guys know, I would be angry at Netan for even speaking on one of the best presidents, one of our best presidents of all times. Shut the bless up, Netan.
Shut the bless up.
This is from Ye. Now you know who I am.
I think his whole first name is Netanyahu, no? So I guess they're best friends for him to be saying. I guess there's best friends for him to be giving him a nickname here.
Do you know who I am now, Netanyahu? You know who I am now, Jared Kushner? You know who I am, Josh Kushner? Let me tell you something about Softy Josh, right? Marshmallow Josh was at a dinner. I'm at Jared's house, Jared and Ivanka's house.
Jesus.
And
he's just nonstop.
I didn't realize at the dinner
that he's just rambling. He's either drunk or he actually needs to get diagnosed with something, bro. He's got ADHD. I don't know.
Josh Kushner had 10% of Skims, which was my ex-wife's clothing line, which I have 5% of. And it's one of the reasons why even after the attack where Ari Emanuel had all of my deals destroyed, I was still worth $400 million, right? And still had
He gives Netanyahu a nickname, but not Nick Fuentes, so he texts the wrong person.
$250 million of cash available, right? So, Josh, I say, what do you think about Jared working for me in 2024? And Josh looks at Jared and says, oh, I would kill him.
I'm pretty sure that's Andy Samberg, right? From SNL, no?
And so then towards the end of the meeting, I'm leaving their apartment. They do like a soft hug because I think like Jared, as soft as Jared is, he has to hug Josh extra soft so, you know, he doesn't melt like toilet paper. And what I realized...
melt like toilet paper? Does toilet paper melt? I don't know. It burns. Oh, whatever.
Afterwards that Josh had 10% of a line that I only had 5%, double, where I, you know, Skims is an extension of Yeezy. It's an extension of my brand. Literally, I put the creative director from Yeezy at Skims because at first Skims was a lingerie line. And then it was Kris Jenner's idea to make it a shapewear line. And I said, I have the perfect person. Let's take these elements of Yeezy and let's put this here. And then Josh goes in and puts $150 million from some investment firm to then control something that my ex-wife was making for our children.
No, I get it. You're at this meeting and literally realizing, oh my God, I own this and ran this. This guy's double what I get. You didn't even know he was the owner.
Yeah, and that's what I explained to Jared. I was on text with Jared. I said, what if I had 10% of a line with Ivanka and you didn't know and you only had 5%? I'm sure you...
But what if he learned you own 10% of 666 Park Avenue?
What does any of this matter? So it sounds like basically Kanye is upset because a Jewish person owns more of a company than he does. And that makes him hate Jewish people. Incredible stuff. Oh, sorry. He never explicitly said he hates them. He just thinks that they're the devil. That doesn't communicate that any hatred. He just thinks that they're the fucking devil. He just thinks that the devil is using Jewish people to try to destroy the world. That's not the same, obviously, guys. Duh. Like, well...
He'd be pissed.
Or what if I had 10% of that 800? How big was the deal that he did after he got out of?
So what you're saying is we need reparations from Hollywood. We need the Hollywood elite that have almost all the money. They need reparations to America.
Wait, I want to talk about how.
What the fuck is happening? This is insane. The two of them are fucking bonkers.
Jared did that first deal.
You hear what I'm saying?
With Netan.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, he got billions. And this is something that was covered in the Wall Street Journal. Jared Kushner brokered the Abraham Accord.
Why doesn't Kanye should just go live on YouTube himself and like just talk? Like he's like he's going on other people's shows to get like interviewed in some capacity, and he's just like fucking talking. Like it's supposed to be like a back and forth, not you take over the show. And that's what he seems to want to do every time he goes. Like with the Tim Pool one and this one now, he wants to just run the show.
Accords with Netanyahu. And before Trump was even out of office, they were arranging for how Kushner could take a massive fee from...
Okay, but separate from Kushner getting money, I don't like Kushner. He glows in the dark. He's creepy as hell. I mean, that's a good peace deal to get the...
Glows in the dark?
Arabs and Jews quit killing each other. I mean...
But I agree with you to some extent, but don't...
I mean, actually, that's a pretty... I said that's something good Kushner did. I mean, I don't like Kushner, but
he did it for the money.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, we got things... Yeah.
And I would say...
I'm not defending him. I'm saying, isn't it good to try to get Middle East peace?
Yeah. Yes.
Let's ask Nick.
Yeah, Nick, go ahead.
Why? Yeah, it sounds great. If we could get peace in the Middle East, it sounds great. You can't make like your own informed decision. Do you think that peace in the Middle East is good? I ask the fucking guy that hates Jewish people. I can't answer that question.
If you want Middle East peace, you have to go to Israel because Israel is the one who has been bombing Syria. Yeah. Israel is the one that's...
And they got 200 nuclear weapons. They ain't going nowhere.
Exactly. And
it's so interesting because a lot of people are like, more on like Palestine's side. I think ideally it'd be great if people could make peace, but that's not the reality. And I understand it. I get it. But like, it's funny that when people are like, I am for Palestine over Israel, it comes from a place where like, yeah, there is an issue where Israel, in instances, seems to be oppressing Palestine, right, in some capacity, right? I know that I have I could be a little more informed on this topic, but my point here is that Nick Fuentes just hates Jewish people, so it doesn't matter what's going on. He's gonna bad faith the fuck out of whatever's happening all the time. That's what it comes down to. He just hates Jewish people, so it doesn't matter what they did, right? Like they could give everybody in the world a puppy dog, and it's still a bad thing, you know.
And that's why they killed JFK and RFK, was because of they were trying to get their WMD program off the ground. Operation Apollo. It was Jack Kennedy that wanted IAEA inspectors looking into it.
No, and that is probably one of the main. That's one of the reasons Kennedy got killed. That was
what we need to say right now. And we're going to bring Ali on in a second. Is both my parents were educators, right? And we're here as the educators.
And how do they have the dumbest fucking kid? I'm not trying to be rude, but holy shit, man! Listening to this guy it's insane. It's like unhinged. It's unhinged, bro. It's nuts.
That's what's in our heart. When we get the information, we put ourselves at risk to give you the information. There's a lot of teachers, incredibly intelligent people that have been canceled and kicked out of universities for not playing along with the system. So stop looking at us like celebrities, like we're trying to get media.
They're calling on the Kanye West sub. Wait, what?
Kanye West sub.
At this point, wow. Hold on. They closed down the Kanye West sub, guys. This is the biggest news. The Reddit, they've actually done something good. At this point, as this post goes live, the Alex Jones interview is also running. Over the past few weeks from the Yeezy Season 9 fashion show, Yee has been increasingly rampant and promoting hate, and has shifted away from what his sub is supposed to represent. Toxicity and trolling have increased a lot over the past few weeks, as well as bigotry and other behaviors that we will not tolerate. Yee's comments in the current interview are the final nail in the coffin, and there's seemingly no turn around in sight. As Yee continues his downward trajectory, we will no longer wish to be using our sub as a platform, as what he is saying is hateful. When the sub and previous subs were created, they were meant to be for following and supporting Yee in his various adventures. As of the moment, there are no ventures left for Yee that aren't openly hateful towards various groups of people. Once again, we do not condone any of the hate speech Yee or Ye and his new peers are spreading. With Ye's statements and the sub being shown on InfoWars, we don't want this community being drawn into the negative light. So due to the worsening of events, WSE, which is the name of the thing, I suppose, will be closing for the foreseeable future. Music news will continue to be posted by the mod team. We will continue to keep you informed updated in regard to the sub, but for the time being, we're closed. We're sorry if it had to come to this, but the community deserves better. Damn! There's 119,000 members. It's Ye. I get it. Who cares? Who cares if it's Ye or Ye? You guys are fucking shitting and coming on my pronunciation of a fucking piece of shit. As if, I need to, we're Papa God. Technically. I know this guy this guy thinks that the Jews are the devil, but maybe you should say his name correctly. Shut the fuck up. You know who I'm talking about. Shut up. Yay. Fucking shut up and cope, dude. Okay? Shut the fuck up. I don't care if he has bipolar. He's not taking his fucking meds. What do you want me to tell you? He thinks that the Jewish people are trying to fucking get him to take, they're trying to create a conspiracy so they can go, look, he took his own life. That's what he's trying to do. That's what he said the other day. He's like, I'm not taking these meds because you know what would happen? I would end up dead. And they would say, oh, he did all the drugs and blah, 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 blah. Okay? I don't give a frick, dude. I'm tired of it. Oh, yay. Shut up. Shut up. Okay? Shut up. It's not just, I'm just trolling. There's 10 of you guys. You're ballistic. You guys are animals.
We're using our position, putting our finances, putting our personal well-being at risk to say the truth out loud. And I was on the plane with Nick, and I said, it feels like we're in Vietnam in the middle of the war with our backs to the wall, holding our guns and saying, Nick, how did you get here? Yay, how did you get here? Well, all the guns are going off and all the media is going off, and say, this is InfoWars, right? So you got some info warriors on both sides of you, and you fought for us. You've been fighting this battle for a long time, Alex, and we just got to salute you as a Christian and as American, because you paved the way to make braver soldiers like us today. It's like Terminator Part 10 happening right now.
Wow. All right. We got to go to break. We're going to get Laura Loomer on. We're going to get Ali Alexander up to Manny come on. The smartest guys I know in politics.
Incredible.
And we're going to just continue. Owen Schroyer's going to come on. We're going to continue on as long as you guys want to go. We'll take breaks and stuff too, and get, Ye to eat something or whatever. But he hasn't eaten yet. And we're just
stay fasting.
That's why he won't eat. I'm trying to get him to eat.
He's fasting.
So I'm like Italian. Manja. So we're going to.
I got to watch my accounts because they've been frozen by the Jewish banks. So,
oh my God, he can't stop, bro. Maybe, do you think that the not eating is making his brain melt even more?
I need to watch my meals.
Well, CNN says white people are evil Nazis, so, I mean, I disagree with both statements, but I get the
Yeah, I don't like the word evil next to Nazis. I think we need to look at...
Dude, what is he doing?
With both statements, but I get the
Yeah, I don't like the word evil next to Nazis. I think we need to look at...
Oh, my goodness. Just because you don't like one group doesn't mean the other. But look,
I love Jewish people, but I also love Nazis.
What?
Oh, man. Well, I have to disagree with that. But listen, we're going to go to break.
Dude, how are we doing this? How are we here? I love Jewish people, but I also love Nazis. Dude, this is bad. What is happening?
I'm the crazy one here. We're all crazy. The whole world's crazy. And the whole power structure's coming down. This is absolutely lit. This is lit. Number one show in the world right now. Everybody's tuned in everywhere. Yay. Everybody, I appreciate you being here. We're going to go to break. We're going to come back and play that little my favorite promo with Ye. And then we're going to air the Trudeau clip. They'll go right back to Ye. Stay with us.
Oh, my God. Wow. This is incredible. He said a lot of really fun stuff about Jewish people so far. It's incredible stuff. Oh my God! Look at this fucking. Look at this guy right here. Look at this guy. Hi, Papa Gut. Hi, Papa Gut. He's looking at him in the fucking Destiny's chat. How funny is that? This is too funny. This is too funny, dude. Look at that. You're funny, Snow. That's funny. It's pretty lit, bro. It's pretty lit.
Let me say that we have been.
Okay, let's try to get to where we're at now.
Bank of America coffee. So Patriot point. I told him 45 minutes.
We're back to it. We have about 10 minutes till we catch up. So part of me is a little hesitant. Part of me thinks that maybe I should go grab something to eat and like take like a few minute break. Cause like I like to be behind. I like to be able to be behind so I can pause and I can reflect and I can scream like an animal.
Once he had like 30 beers on the call. I don't remember.
About to find riding a shotgun. Ye doesn't want to wear an earpiece, so he's going to call Laura Loomer.
Oh wait, so Kanye doesn't want to wear an earpiece, and so that's why they can't get her on like regularly because he just doesn't want to put an earpiece on because he wants to keep his mask on. Incredible.
So we're going to put Laura Loomer on the way she was originally going to be on earlier. Yeah, you're hosting the show. Go ahead.
Laura, can you guys hear Laura on the mic?
What they're doing is they're talking to her out there. I told them 45 minutes ago.
Laura, can you on the mic?
Tell her you're going to call her. They didn't do that because it's such a party.
I can hear you.
Can you guys hear her? Laura, say something.
She's not going to.
Laura Loomer.
Yeah, Laura, you're on the air. Go ahead.
He's got his contacts. He thinks about to leak some
How's
shit.
it going?
You're on the air with Ye. Go ahead. He wants to do it over speakerphone. Go ahead.
Incredible.
Well, look, I just wanted to call in. You know, I see that everybody on this stream has been canceled in some fashion, and you know, I've also been canceled, and you know, I have a unique perspective because you know, I'm Jewish, and I happen to be one of the most banned and censored people in this country, and so. You know, I just wanted to talk about cancel culture and, you know, the act of debanking and deplatforming from my perspective, because, you know, I was really one of the first people that experienced all of this cancel culture. And I would just say that.
I like how we talk about cancel culture as if sometimes maybe it's not appropriate. Like, let's be real. Like, we're not talking about somebody who said the N-word when they were like 13. We're talking about Alex Jones, somebody who spewed so much propaganda about Sandy Hook that the families of Sandy Hook were harassed and sent death threats. People who lost their kids already. I mean, Jesus Christ. You know? We're talking about Nick Fuentes. I mean, Nick Fuentes is just like a fucking rabid animal. Incredibly anti-Semitic, racist. You know, I don't know all the full scope of everything, so I don't know if he should have necessarily been canceled like to the degree where he's, you know, put on no-fly lists and whatnot. And Kanye, at this point, though, I think that him losing, well, I mean, what did he get canceled, though? Like, Kanye, like, they said the banks pulled stuff, but it sounded like he went back on some of his deals with, like, different brands, and they were like, okay, you're going to owe us money then. So, I don't know. I don't think people should be losing their banks and whatnot. But just fundamentally, like, some cancellations are somewhat justifiable.
You know, I can sympathize with anybody who's had their voice silenced.
She just wants to be part of the campaign, let's be real.
I don't think that censorship is the answer, no matter how much you disagree with another person or how offensive you may find their statements or their arguments to be. And what we need in this country is more free speech. And I say that as a Jewish American woman watching the stream and, watching the plague of cancel culture that has really swept not just our country, but the entire world over these last few years. And I will say that being Jewish has never saved me from being canceled. It never stopped the banks from shutting down my access to my bank account.
Oh, no, she's disagreeing with Kanye. Kanye said there are some good Jews, though, so I guess she's one of them. But she's pushing back against the anti-Semitism.
Being Jewish never, prevented me from becoming, like I said, the most banned woman in the world. So I just wanted to make it clear that, while, there's no disputing the fact that groups like the ADL and AIPAC and, powerful, left-wing Jewish individuals and in some cases right-wing Jewish individuals themselves are advocating for cancel culture, there are Jews themselves who have also been canceled.
Yeah, you shouldn't be penalized for what other people done. Martin Luther King said that, and I agree with it. So yeah, you called yourself more like.
But we never got to see what Nick Fuentes thought about MLK.
Martin Luther King the other day, the Malcolm X. I tend to agree with that.
Well, you guys hyped for D&D soon?
I read his writings to him, incredibly smart intellectual. He was downtrodden. He was telling people to stand up. He was an amazing revolutionary for his time, an amazing man. But I think Martin Luther King was more powerful. And even Malcolm came around to his worldview of thinking. So my issue is, it's the same thing we're talking about here, is that Laura Loomer has been censored, Laura Loomer has been attacked, and Israel has the most draconian COVID shots against their population of any group. So I'm saying, why aren't they exempt? Because there's a criminal group posing as them. Christ talked about this.
What's happening?
That is trying to manipulate and pose as the leadership of every group. There's groups that claim they lead the black folks that aren't caring about blacks. There's groups that claim they care about white people that aren't really caring. There's groups that claim they're Jewish that don't. I think that's really what we're talking about. Do you disagree?
I agree. And as I think about it, it's like, I got to say, I love the Zionists. I love the people that blocked my bank account, because God runs the world and uses everyone. There's a power structure under God that starts with
I thought he said that the devil was was manipulating them.
1,000-year-old families such as the Medicis. Then it goes to the Vatican, which is in bloodline to Peter, not Paul. Then it goes to the financial groups, BlackRock, Vanguard, and then to
I didn't know that there was a bloodline. What are you talking about?
The governments, where we can go into Putin territory. And then it goes to Hollywood, the Rahm Emanuel. That is the first smokescreen to get past. And we're just breaking down those smoke screens. Hey, Ari, how you doing, Ari?
Hey, I want to jump in really quick, and I will say.
Yeah, Laura, you're on the air.
Go ahead.
The blacklisting of, people like Ye, people like Alex Jones, people like Nick Fuentes, people like myself. Everybody watching should understand we're living in a dangerous time now where people are being shut down and having their money frozen. Okay, imagine not being able to access your bank account because somebody in a boardroom decides that they don't agree with what you're saying. And so, for people who are critical, of Ye, Nick, Alex, myself, or whoever, right? Just think of how fast the tables could turn. And I think this is what you've been talking about for years, Alex. You've been warning people about what's coming for years. And now people want to act like, oh, well, how did we get to this point? Censorship.
Nobody. I mean, listen, there's cancel culture is worth calling out in the most instances, or a lot of instances, we'll say. But that doesn't mean that you guys weren't correctly canceled. Let's be real. Is
the reason why we've got to this point. Okay, so these things wouldn't be happening if people weren't being censored.
Well, sure, Laura. Can I ask you this question? Because you're a smart, successful, pro-America Jewish lady that it's an American that lives in Florida. From my experience studying what goes on in politics, aren't Jews like everybody else, like left-wing, right-wing, and different factions fighting with each other and everybody else, like any other group? I mean, I understand there's powerful groups in Hollywood and all these mafias, but it's like we don't blame Italians for the Italian mafia. And when I criticize the Jewish mafia, which is one of the most powerful in the world, which I don't dislike because they have to be Jewish, I happen because they're a mafia. That's really how.
Somehow Alex Jones is pushing back against Kanye West and is slightly more normal. Incredible.
I think we destigmatize and just say no to the mafia that is the ADL in Hollywood. Or do you disagree with that, or agree, or you want to say something?
Look, there's factions within any group, right? I don't think that you can really generalize any group. I think that when you look at the demographics of Jews in America, over 73% of Jews vote Democrat. And so when you see a lot of people making decisions who happen to be Jewish, it's coming from a left-wing perspective. But I'm a nationalist. I'm a nationalist, and I'm Jewish, and I've been a very strong supporter of President Trump.
And that's a question. Why were they so scared of you? Because you've been as much banned as me, or even more. I mean, they have come after you. Why are they scared of Laura Loomer?
Because I'm a free speech absolutist, and
is Kanye just like holding the phone up to the thing?
regardless of what somebody may say, even whatever they may say about Jews or whatever they may have to say about Israel or Judaism, I'm not going to advocate for anybody to be silenced, anybody to be banned, or anybody to have their accounts shut down or their money frozen simply because of their viewpoints. This is America, and we need to.
Why does she look like Lauren Southern with black hair? It's Lauren Northern.
We need our politicians to start promoting free speech absolutism, and this is what I ran when I ran for Congress twice.
I gotta say, the part with the woman talking is the most boring part of this. Am I right? I mean, come on, guys.
In Florida, the first time in Trump's home district, which was actually the most Jewish district in the country, and then most recently in District 11. You know, I ran on a campaign of free speech.
No, I know you do. So what about a First Amendment or a Bill of Rights party? You know, that could transcend party lines. What about a free speech, pro to self-defense, a First Amendment, Second Amendment party? I mean, how do we fix this, Ye?
We fix this with the word of Christ. The first book of Moses called Genesis. In the beginning, God created.
You never should have passed it off to Kanye because he's not going to stop talking.
The heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was
I think he's talking about the deep from the show The Boys.
Hovering over the face of the waters. That's where we start.
You're right. You're not wrong, but it's not because she's a woman. You're right. We cannot blame all women for this boring woman, guys. We have to stand up in solidarity with the rest of the women who are not boring, like my beautiful wife that always tries to talk to me while I'm watching TV. And I end up pausing for like 25 minutes so that she could tell me one story. But it's always so interesting. So don't worry.
And they know that. That's what Prometheus shows that. All right, Laura, thank you so much. Thank you. Closing comments or yay? I want to move on to
Laura,
Ollie. And
thank you very much for calling and talk later. Thanks a lot.
All right, so good. That's good.
I don't think Kanye understood that she was like disagreeing with him. Then making it and saying that like not all Jewish people are bad.
All right, Nick, see you in Florida. You want to say something before we go to Ollie, Alexander, and Owen?
Yeah, I want to jump in and say that
that was for her, not for him. But or maybe maybe it wasn't. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I think though that it's not so much about the Bill of Rights. I think it's really more about Christianity. I think that what America needs is a Christian party.
Oh, I agree. Politically.
Oh, we've never had a Christian party. Let me see something. Oh, maybe presidents in the United States. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. We've never had a Christian party before. He's totally right. See, because Biden is the second Catholic president. Biden and John F. Kennedy, though they weren't Christian, they were just Catholic. The rest of them were Christian. Where's the Christian party? Where the fuck is the Christian party? Holy shit. It's incredible how Christians never get they never get any representation when it comes to in America. It's fucking incredible. It's fucking insane. I'm actually shitting right now.
It's about our freedoms, but you're right. Christ is first.
Right, and it gets to the nature of Judaism.
What is Kanye doing over here?
That Jews do not believe that Christ was the Son of God, and in fact, they're the only group that hate Jesus.
What is he doing?
Muslims see Jesus as a prophet. Buddhists, Hindus see Jesus as a spiritual figure. Okay. Jews write in their Talmud that Christ is burning in hell. They don't like the cross.
Well, I think that's because he's kind of was taking over the thing. So at the end of the day, we worship a Jew, or we say he's not really a Jew.
It's not the same thing, though, because the kind of Judaism that we have now is not of the Old Testament. It's of the rabbinical oral tradition. So these people are worshiping.
They're not following the Old Testament. They're following the Zohar and the Talmud and all that.
That's right, exactly. So I
mean, people should read that for themselves. What about Haile Selassie?
I let you shut that the fuck down. He's like, yeah, read for yourself and move on.
This is what happened to Kyrie Irving. And it made me really mad because when I was a kid growing up reading comic books.
Dude, Kanye is like a kid. He just can't stop.
I could read really early. When I was like 5, I could read like a 10-year-old. When I was 10, I could read like a college student. And so I got comic books when I was about 8 because my mom had all these history books. And some of them were picture history books, but I started reading those. And it's like a fact that Solomon married a bunch of black women. It's a fact that Ethiopia was Jewish. It's a fact that North Africa was Jewish. It's a fact that went on. And then Kyrie Irving puts out a video explaining that a bunch of North African blacks are intermarried and part Jewish, and Israel lets a bunch of blacks in because they can prove that their lineage, their names are Jewish names.
Jewish thing.
So how is it any?
But like, what does this matter? But also the document that Kyrie Irving pushed was a Holocaust denial in it as well. You know what I mean? So it's not like you're presenting this in a very positive way.
Semitic And how does the ADL say it's anti-Semitic for black people who are related directly to King Solomon and King David, the line of Judah, which Haile Selassie was the leader of Ethiopia? That's where this whole movement comes from. To act like they don't know this. I'm not blaming Jews for this. I'm blaming the leftist
they're
ADL
Jew, not Jewish.
to deny black Jews their heritage.
Because it's only a little Jewish. I'm Jewish. I'm only a little bit Jewish. I'm only a little bit Jew. I'm Jewish. But Kanye, he's Jew. He's fully Jew. He's like Lenny Kravitz, but 100% Jew. Listen, not for nothing. Like, first of all, I don't think that all black people can be linked back to Jewish people. Then the same theory, like, there's also theories that say like everybody used to be black. Maybe, but then like, would you say that I'm okay to use the N-word? But no, that's not true, right? Because we understand that, like, there's a certain period of time that passes where it's maybe you're not so black anymore. For me, right? So yeah, it doesn't matter. You can't just claim to be Jewish because, like, maybe 17,000 years ago, some of your ancestors, might have gotten circumcisions first. You know what I mean? It's fucking crazy.
Is a historic fraud. It's a damn historic fact. It's on Wikipedia. It's not even debated.
True. Wikipedia is a good source, by the way. English teacher from 5th grade.
But it's not just the leftists, it's the right-wing ones too, because in Israel, Ye was just showing me a clip the other day where they are racist towards the Sudanese or Ethiopian black Jews that immigrate into Israel. They kick them out. There's quotas.
Well, I mean, Israel's even...
Well, yeah, but listen, like, we are the least... I would say that we are one of the least racist countries ever. When you leave, like, the Western sphere, people get a bit more racist, right? It's just a fact, right? Like, you can go to, like, look at any country, and it's so funny that, like, they'll defend bigotry, or it's not just racist, it's just bigoted. They'll defend bigotry in, like, black countries when it's anti-gay, or any country when it's anti-gay. But I came across something where, like, a prominent leader from, like, a black country, or an African country, excuse me, was talking about how, like, homosexuality isn't allowed, and then the conservatives were like, yep, this is great. That's just a cultural difference. But all of a sudden, when it comes to this, like, it's like, oh, well, they're racist. This is bad. Like, it's all bad, but in context, like, you can only make so much progress. Like, there are people, the conservatives were trying to say we shouldn't support, some of them were, not all of them. Let me not just get too, but I saw some people saying we shouldn't support, what's that place called? Sorry, Ukraine, because they were, like, racist and a bit and regressive there too. And it's like, yeah, for sure, but, like, progress isn't made in a day, right? So we should help people who are allies that want to align with Western values, so that we can spread our influence of, like, acceptance on the people, right? It's because the Jewish religion is a hereditary religion. Well, it's not like there's a Jewish religion, and then there's also Jewish biology, right? We understand this.
Into the Hasidic Jews now. I mean, that's what I'm saying. They're waging war.
Right. So, and I agree with you. And what they've done to Kyrie Irving is just disgusting.
Take Dr. Zelenko, beautiful person, wonderful guy. He'll tell you. He goes, yeah, what runs Israel's evil, and so is your groups.
Ben Shapiro just mad that Kyrie won't sign his basketball. Back to you, Nick.
What?
So,
dude, what an outburst! This guy's a little. Maybe he's right though. Maybe he's right. He's right.
What about that issue? I'm sure you know about Haile Selassie and Kyrie Irving. Your take on Kyrie?
That's my brother, and I love the fact that.
What does Kyrie think about Kanye right now? What's his opinion?
Just like now, it felt like you were in this battle by yourself, but now you got two warriors alongside of you, like gargoyles at the top of the buildings in New York, ready to fight for Christ. And when Kyrie put up that information, they always want to write me off and say, Ye is just so crazy, so crazy, so crazy. And then Kyrie was like, okay, here goes some information right here. Information is the unlock. There's 5 elements that the 1%, the elites, use to control the 99%, which are the masses. Those elements are water, food, shelter, medicine, and education. Which one of those 5 elements are the most important? Education. Because with the knowledge, you can go get water, you can go get food, you can get shelter, and you can get medication.
They don't want independence.
So this is like an advocation for some form of, like, democratic socialism, I would imagine, right? Like the Nordic countries are doing very well with concepts like this. Is that what he's saying? Or is he just fucking rambling? What you guys take a guess?
I agree. And Kyrie fought for something. And then also, for me, Kyrie, I love Kyrie. He did what his job was. They had the Hebrew Israelites in front of the game. And now the high schools, I always think about the high schools. I always think about the future, the grammar schools, the high schools. These are the people that are going to change our lives. So the high schools are asking questions. People are running around saying, oh, Ye's racist. The term racism was created. And I think the construct of racism was created.
The communist Russians.
Yeah. And it's like the whole woke culture, the idea of the white man did this, the Jewish guy did this. Now I'm saying specifically the bankers. I think my misstep in the tweet was...
Well, you said DEFCON 3 to Jewish people. Even DEFCON would have been bad too. So your mistake was making the tweet.
pinpoint a people as opposed to pinpointing the devil and the fact that the devil used to have that. But more than that, it was my disobedience to God that forced me into the whale's stomach as I am right now. But it's only my obedience to God that's going to bring me out of the whale's stomach.
Well, let's elaborate. You're not walking back what you said. You are clarifying it, which is key. It's evil in the hearts of men and women that's a problem. And so you're not walking it back. You're clarifying. This is big.
Let's clarify. Satan, the angel, God's one of his favorite angels, one of the most powerful angels.
The most powerful.
Yeah. Satan, that's what I like, the most powerful angel, Satan. And he brought angels with him when he left heaven, right? How many angels did Satan bring with him?
33% of them. So he brought billions of angels with him.
So angels, Satan
Billions. How many angels were there? That's interesting.
I'm sorry.
33% of God's warriors with him, working for Satan. But God runs the world. And it's Satan that gets inside of the Zionists and makes them do evil things. But these are stories, because I'm a baby Christian, right? But I heard that, God loves me so much. He loves me so much, right? Then I go to Drink Champs and I'm drinking. And the Bible says, king don't drink, right? I know it's not Milo. I know I'm not saying it in correct, perfect English. But the Bible says, king don't drink. And I'm drinking and I'm smoking and I'm using my ego because I'm tired of these like fed.
You're like, I'm lit.
I mean, he wasn't as crazy when he was drinking. You think that maybe in this instance, the self-medication might have been working, bro? Jesus fuck.
Let me say, I'm tired of these fed celebrities trying to pick on me, thinking that they gangster. We're not in high school, Meek Mills. We're not in high school, Puff Daddy. And everyone thinks that they're so much more gangster, like they got me in some way. Ain't none of y'all more gangster than God, and God got me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that.
Oh, no. Everybody posing acting tough is nothing. If you talk about rebel, black sheep, I mean, you're definitely it, buddy.
Yeah, y'all not tough to me. But I'm drinking, and then I start saying stuff that doesn't please God, right? It wasn't the Zionists. It wasn't the banks. It's God set me back. But the fact that I still had 400 million and Forbes couldn't get around it, it showed God loves me, but he had to set me back a little.
Well, it's a Jobian proverb. You're going through a Jobian trial.
Yeah, because since I lost my wife, right? Since I lost my family, and I
makes it sound like they died. Jesus Christ.
Was no longer the priest right in the middle of that home, and I didn't have the say-so over the content that my kids watch and what they wore and where they went to school and how we went to church and what they ate. I was frustrated, and I let the devil come and get me. I let the devil pull me in. Next thing you know, I'm at New Year's Eve parties having threesomes. I'm like, God was so mad at me. He said, I empowered you. I gave you everything.
He's so mad at him that he gave him a threesome? Am I mishearing this? It's just a lot of rambling. It's hard to keep up, honestly.
Every skill set. You're like Moses. You saved Caesar's life in battle twice. And you might stutter. You might not be the best communicator, but you're a leader, yay. And you're down there. You're not representing me. You're drinking. You're having sex. And you know what? And God, he waited on me. He let me go, 8 months into the year. But it wasn't until I bragged about serving Satan with the actions that God said, I got to set you back now and set you straight. And then, so we're moving my school. We're moving the Donda Theology Engineering University into a church.
Wasn't there like potential abuse claims in Donda? I'm not saying that was 100% fact, but I feel like I remember seeing that at some point.
And we were there talking with the pastor, and then a homeless gentleman came in and was talking to us. And I said, is this a plant? I don't know, but this was the greatest theologist that I've met. And I had him come to a Bible study. We were working on the walk to the house. I don't like to call it a campaign. We're working to the walk to the house.
Hold on. This is a hard break at the end of the hour. Stations rejoin us. I skipped the other break. We got to have this. We're back in 2 minutes. We got to do this hard break. And I asked you want to put a website out where people can actually hear what you have to say? Or?
I want you to remind me what I'm saying so I can give this explanation.
No, you told me on the phone the story.
I need to tell the people, though.
No, you will. I'm going to remember. It's the amazing homeless guy comes in.
Yeah,
and he gives you this incredible word. All right.
I don't care about the website. I care about Jesus Christ and people knowing that.
I get it, but they also got to know where to actually find what you're actually saying.
The only place to find it is in the Bible. My website is the Bible.
Okay.
Nick, where do people find what you're doing?
Hey, just read the whole Bible, guys. It's pretty good.
Cozy.tv/Nick and the Bible.
All right. I'm just trying to all right. Hey, it's all about free speech. We'll be right back. Hour number 3 with Ye and so many more. And we've got Owen Schroyer and Ali Alexander loaded, ready to go in the other studio, 10 feet through that wall. So they're coming up. Hour number 3 of the most banned broadcast in the world, straight ahead.
It's just like.
So how does this work? How long is this show usually? Because it's still going on. We're a bit behind. Well, we're only about 20 minutes behind, but we're doing a break. But how long is this show?
You are a hero in these parts.
Like, it's crazy.
To 1984.
Out of town. That's the real question.
Christmas 2022 is almost here.
Oh my God.
Discounted up to 60% with promo code orders of signed or unsigned. The at InfoWars.
Okay. This is a pretty long 2-minute break, guys. It's pretty crazy. Wow, incredible.
Propaganda
In the
and online. They're waiting for something. I think the.
Oh my God, are we doing more anti-Jewish shit? Oh, God damn. What is this?
Do here, yay! The Balenciaga.
Wait, what's happening? What, he put a lizard mask on in solidarity with Kanye. He put a lizard mask on.
He's a superhero.
Oh my
I represent bad guys. Little reptoids. So now you're in here hosting the show with you.
Who's Nick wearing?
We got Nick Foyt.
This is incredible, guys.
My best buddies. He works for us. Does a really good job. He's over there with us. Oh, now he's turning to Alex Jones. So what are we gonna do here? Yay! The Balenciaga situation. You made a great point during a break earlier about how they just need a new devil, but that's a devil to distract us from the fact that we become the devil. But that's kind of what you said. Can you repeat that?
Yeah, I just saw people making videos about it, and I said, it just seems like it's just more noise and mayhem and code red and things to get people outraged. As I said before, every form of pornography is only 10 years away from pedophilia. Anybody that's
wow, I don't know what that fucking means.
watching pornography, if you're watching a woman have sex on camera, she's reliving the trauma of being molested. Like a
Jesus Christ. Oh, wait, is this base as fuck? Do all porn stars have all porn stars been molested? I don't think so. I don't think that's true. But I feel like there's something got to go on. I mean, may allow you to do porn. I feel like something has to be, a little sussy. I don't know if I have a mask to put on. Damn, that's crazy.
Greater majority of women that end up being strippers, prostitutes, or pornographers,
that makes perfect sense.
Stars have gone through the trauma of experiencing pedophilia.
I don't know if that's true, but I'm sure that there's some kind of trauma associated with it. Personally, it could be wrong, but maybe there is.
But sex is a legal drug that's pushed to destroy humanity.
Yeah.
If you drive down the street in California, they will be pushing strip clubs, they're pushing alcohol, they're pushing sex. It's
this is mask somewhere.
So for people to have this moral code about pedophilia, but no moral code about strip clubs.
I like how Kanye was able to get Alex just actually wear a mask though for once, even though it's far beyond COVID.
Pornography in the sex industry, it's not what the Bible says. The Bible says that all of that is wrong. So Jesus said so, or Jesus said no. That's when we just need to follow.
So let me ask you this. What about world population? The globalists say there's too many people. They want to sterilize us. They want to promote transgenderism. They want to depopulate us.
Who says this? What do you mean? Nobody's trying to depopulate anybody. Like, what are you talking about? Like, in Western countries, there's lower population rates for like various reasons. People are having kids later because, women are working. Things are like, it's just weird. People are trying to like focus on their careers. There's women that are working. There's, could be difficulty in some things financially. People are having kids later, trying to establish themselves first, but it's not like a globalist thing. What are you talking about?
Do you think that that's accurate? Or, I mean, what do you think of the New World Order and its overall agenda?
I believe so. I'm more of a gut feeling person. Like I said, I'm the battering ram. And you guys are the SWAT team to come in afterwards and then give the information. God has... So
Kanye basically is saying that he just says random shit and then you guys can contextualize it and figure it out yourselves. Incredible.
People, different kind of warriors, different heights, different mindsets, different colors. And our collective agenda needs to be to serve God in what we do. And we
can't do that if we don't have an open free debate.
Bro.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
We can't do that if we don't have an open free debate.
And that's what we have. God brought us here. You created this platform, the InfoWars. I heard about the legend of Alex Jones from this lady named Tracy Gwynn, who is faking like a Christian, is really, you know what? Much love to Tracy Romulus and Tracy Gwynn, because this is the type of person I will sue. I'm just going to say, I prefer that person not be next to my children. So much love, and Jesus, God bless your family. I would prefer that person be not next to my children. Next person, next subject.
Wait, what?
You know what? Much love to Tracy Romulus and Tracy Gwynn, because this is the type of person.
I'm not entirely sure who they are.
It's almost like they did this on purpose as a PR stunt.
I think so. I'm friends with the head designer, and I believe that it was a setup. I think it was a hit job. And now all of a sudden, everyone is so outraged and focused on Balenciaga, but then we're still aborting our kids. We're still fornicating.
Okay, now it makes sense. So I was confused why Kanye wasn't supporting the Balenciaga conspiracy, weird thing about I don't know. I'm not super educated on it, but I would assume that he would have supported it. But now it makes sense. It's because it's a distraction from what's going on with him. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
We're still killing each other. We're still listening to music that promotes that. But we don't wear Balenciaga now. You shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, what are you doing? You're throwing stones. Oh my God, but our moral code, we just cheated on our wives. We just fornicated. We just had threesomes. We just bought some sex on Instagram. We just sold some sex. We use sex to sell a product, but we don't like Balenciaga. Shut up. Shut up. I'm throwing the tablets right now. Shut up. Instagram is about prostitution, and everyone involved in any version of the sex business is as bad as the pedophile. So everyone shut up. Yeah.
Damn.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of all the thousands of topics we can cover in limited time we have, as you're about to get on a plane and go back to another state and do some new stuff. What else is on your radar? Because there's a lot. What do you think about the Ukraine war? What do you think about the devaluation of the dollar? What do you think about FTX and Bitcoin? I mean, there's so many topics.
Nick?
Well, yeah, in
I really like that. Just pass it off to somebody else because you don't know what the fuck you're on about. It's incredible.
terms of Ukraine and Russia, I haven't really seen so much of that in the news. I'm, of course, pro-Putin. I'm very pro-Russia.
Yeah, of course.
I am also
Pro-destruction of American values. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, guys.
so.
But,
Jesus
you see that
Christ.
this is just
I like it. It's like he's waiting for what's the safe perspective is. It's like, what should I say? Waiting for Nick to talk. He's like, okay, I can say that. It's like content creators who will wait for like way after a controversy to happen so that they can be like, wait for what's the safe play? What's the safe play, guys? And then they'll run the safe play after that.
just an extension of the United States neocon establishment, New World Order type stuff.
What does Putin say about America's value system?
So he said in a speech when he annexed those two breakaway provinces and he annexed the Donbass, he said in a speech that we have totally abandoned traditional values, traditional faith, and that we've actually embraced full-on Satanism. And he's totally right. And
no. I mean, listen, we have shifted away from some more traditional values, men being the leaders of a household, right? Because there's significant power dynamics that would oppress women in some instances. As far as religion, I feel like a lot of the reason we've shifted away from religion isn't because people don't like religion. Well, excuse me, it's because of religion has been very regressive to like gay people and even women. And it makes it people not want to do that. They don't want to be like religious. One of the things that frustrates me with religion, if you have a gay friend or family member and then you have religious people saying that they're less than, of course people are going to gravitate away from that, But yeah, man, I mean,
Black lives.
they're still going on the live. I wonder when this live ends. But yo.
Well, it's true. America's embracing Satanism.
yeah, and,
True.
and
But Jesus is alive. And these things are going to pull. It's a movement. God, the devil is a defeated foe. We're not even going to speak any of that into existence. God runs the world.
He's a defeated foe, but you're saying that he's controlling the Jewish people to take your money away.
And it's freedom fighters for Christ like us today that are going to stop it right now and say, we got to start here. Each one of us, we are the church. We are the priests of our homes. All the men are the priests of their homes, and everyone is the body of Christ. And we start here. Sin, it's like we're a glass of water, and sin is like throwing acid and used plastic and stepped on bugs in a glass. And then you want to pour some water in, and it tastes bad. So what you want to cover it with an alcohol flavor or with some food coloring or with a sexy outfit or something. And then you want to just keep on drinking that sin and not understand why your stomach is hurting in the morning. And I know as a recovering alcoholic that, a cure for a hangover is another drink. And that's basically what we've been doing. We're all orphans of
Keep doubling down.
we're orphans of capitalism. So when we talk about the ideas that we have for the newer version, the amended constitution that me and Nick are rewriting and working on right now, and the ideas
new constitution.
of purifying
They're working on a new constitution. That'll be a hell of a watch, dude. That'll be a hell of a watch, brother.
our system
That's
because we need
fucking
will
nuts.
and expertise.
Well, let's talk about that. You say you're going to run for president 2024.
I'm not, Alex, you're really good at stating things in a way that you get you sued. So, no, I'm
That's
not.
actually pretty good. Hey, what's up, Strange Kevin? Are you the TikToker, brother? How's it doing? How's it going, brother?
Announcing Alex, love you. What I'm saying with the conversation that we're having about a possible 2024 walk and a victory at the office, America, I'm putting
What is this graduation meme you guys keep saying that he did make graduation? Like, I just don't get it.
everything on the line for the truth to bring you a cleaner system. Our system has been dirtied,
Poor
and
Alex,
muddied,
dude.
and destroyed.
These guys are all so cucked.
I am not the most knowledgeable Christian, and I'm not the most knowledgeable politician, but I am truthful. I'm nobody's heart.
No, I believe that. What I was trying to get to is, what is your platform? And you texted me your platform. It makes a lot of sense.
Well, it starts here with the Bible, and we're going to work through this with our designers.
I think he's trying to ask him like a presidential question, like, "What's your platform? Like, how are you? Like, what are you gonna run? What's your shit?" And he's just like, "The Bible." he can't even be prompted to say what he's supposed to say when it comes to him running. This is incredible. It's a good thing. Oh, Graduation is his album. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Anyway, I thought that he used to talk about how he got through Graduation, which I was surprised that he could, but based on the way he's interacting right now. Sorry. Anyway, he has nothing planned. Like, I think one of the biggest things that you plan is if you're you're doing a presidential run, you plan on what you're going to say so that you come off like intelligent, well-spoken, and you focus on that. And he's done none of that. Well, I guess he's running on hating Jews or something. I don't know.
We're going to approach America like Steve Jobs approached Apple. We are the youngest startup in history, but we're the world power because of our military and mainly because of our naval force. And it shows how smart and how powerful Americans are. The engineering, the sheer engineering. We invented Apple. We have the strongest military, and now we have to take that same type of sensibility, take it out of Wall Street's hands and give it to the people. That engineering mind that created the trams, that made Disney, that made Pixar, that made Lucasfilms, that made Apple, that engineering mind, these minds that we have are gonna be brought together to cure America, and then we will influence the rest of the world into higher consciousness and into peace.
And I agree, we were given that birthright and somehow it's been lost. I'm gonna talk about that. And after you leave soon, we're gonna have Owen and everybody else and myself stay here and continue on and take calls. And as long as you can stay, I know you gotta go soon. But I wanted to bring in Owen Schroyer and Ali Alexander who helped get you here, but they're taking any questions they've got for Ye, because you guys have great questions, great comments. So Owen Schroyer and Ali Alexander.
I'll hold my questions for Ye later, because I kind of want to come in because we have a lot of eyes on this transmission right now, and there's a lot of people sharing their opinions on the internet with this right now. And so I kind of just want to, I just want to take a step back and just say, look, we're in a difficult realm with what we're doing here today, trying to balance fun and seriousness, because we are serious people. We have serious missions. And
what fun were we trying to have today, other than Alex Jones wearing the mask? Like, what fun? I mean, it's kind of funny to watch. I suppose it's funny to watch the downfall of some people. But I mean, like, what are you talking about? What fun are we having?
But we also want to have fun. We don't want to hate life. We want to enjoy life, and we want other people to enjoy life. And when I see the response on the internet from the haters and the people getting angry today, I'm just a little perturbed. Let Ye speak. Let the man speak. You may not agree with what he has to say, but why don't you want him to speak? I don't get it.
He's been speaking the entire time. He's had multiple platforms to be able to speak. What are you talking about?
Same thing with Alex Jones. Why don't you want Alex to speak? What is wrong with you? Why are you so angry? Why are you so serious all the time? If you don't like what they say, tune it out. But here's what gets me, Alex. This is what...
Well, because, people got harassed when Alex Jones made that crazy conspiracy theory about Sandy Hook, the parents of the, dead children. Rest in peace, of course. What is up with this, this weird, freedom of speech virtue signal? Like, I'm all for freedom of speech, but, what are you talking about? Kanye's been going on every platform imaginable, spewing fucking anti-Semitic rhetoric about how Jewish people run the world. And you're like, what's this guy speak? He's been speaking. He's saying the same dumb fucking thing.
This is what bothers me. It's bothered me with the attacks on you over the years. It bothers me with the attacks we see on Ye today. Whether you
I love sucking Alex Jones's dick.
Agree with everything he said or disagree with everything he said. Let's get our priorities straight here, okay? If you're upset with what Kanye West has said today, let me remind you that Kanye West, excuse me, Ye. Yeah. Let me correct that.
He fucked it up. He fucked up what he said. It's Ye, bro.
If you're upset with anything Ye has said here today, Ye is not the person in Chicago shooting people every night, teenagers, innocent people dying. Ye is not the person in D.C. in Congress selling this country out for decades. Ye is not the person with big pharma that's killed millions of people with their products. It's all come out in court that still has influence to mandate their products on the people. That's not Ye. Ye is not the one that's lying us into wars where millions of people die and trillions get spent. So for all the backlash, all the huffing and puffing that we're going to see from this interview in the next 48 hours.
Yeah, he misgendered. Yeah.
You're all clowns. You're all clowns. If this interview upsets you, your priorities are so out of whack. And I don't even think you have the capability to enjoy life anymore. And you need to take a serious look and reflection in the mirror.
They're against free will. They're against free open discussion, which shows they're evil. And anyone going along with censoring somebody's speech is a fraud and enemy of the people.
Do people watch this and go, yes, Alex, yes, bro, this is exactly what I've been thinking by watching you forever? Do people actually respond like that?
The people are not evil. It's Satan that controls the people and puts demonic blocks. So when you see the truth in front of you, you can't even hold the truth. Like, it's demonic blocks. I can go to Kim and say, hey, put your family first. You have someone who loves you. Put us first. Put your children first. And it's demonic blocks bringing her into traumatic.
What's the name of the No Jumper show? Like, it's not Sledgehammer. What is it? I keep calling it Sledgehammer. It's not that.
She's pushed into saying that she had sex with Pete Davidson in front of a fireplace. Who
bro,
does
let her
not
go.
love you, Kim?
Yeah, true. Let her go, bro. You gotta stop with the coke.
Disney does not love you, Kim. Come
Kanye,
home,
let her
Kim.
go,
Come
dude.
home to Christ.
Let her go,
to
bro.
God, go to Jesus, because
Oh,
you
is it
saying you
Sledgehammer?
might not or marry somebody. Great, go marry Tom Brady.
Oh,
whatever
Sledge
you wanna
Lords.
do, but get married and use your platform as an influence to keep families together. Don't let the devil use you. And those people that are out there mad at the ability for us to say things, for consciousness, I have to think, okay, white lives matter. I'm going to do a t-shirt. I'm going to make it. You understand? Woke culture is controlled by the Zionist media, making people mad, outraged, going out the street. We're so outraged, but you're not doing anything yourself to change it and follow God and follow Christ. We haven't said anything against the word of God today. God says love everyone. So if I say I love the Zionists that cancel my account, then I can say I do love Hitler. I do love the Zionists. I love everyone. The Zionists cannot tell me who I can love and not love. I don't think like that. I think more like someone that's on the spectrum, since that's what they want to claim.
He fucking might as. I mean, bro. I don't think that. I don't know if it's. I think it might be like a bipolar or something.
Well, let me be on the spectrum of love, because love.
But that's a good T-shirt. I love Hitler.
That's a bar.
Fucking incredible T-shirt.
I love Zionists too. Oh, sorry.
I love Zionists. We love everyone.
You're saying love humanity and stop getting past the labels. It's
love is the key. Everyone's promoting this loathing, and it's time to promote love. God.
No, I hear you. Let's bring in Ollie Alexander, who helped get this done. Ollie, I've known you for years, but this is quite the broadcast. This is definitely, so far in 2022, the biggest broadcast of the year. This is it.
Yeah, don't put this on me, Ricky Bobby.
That's right. You're not first.
Wow. He waited. He made the joke and waited for a response, and he did. And Alex Jones had to save him. Okay.
It's your last. Come on, Ollie, you're on air. Give us your take on this.
No, I mean, this is great. Look, I love everybody on screen, and I love them, and I like them, and I endorse them. And I think that what Owen said is absolutely right. Is like, you can look at this interview and you can be triggered. You know, you can engage your ego and say, Ye endorsed genocide when he didn't. You could look at this broadcast and say Nicholas Fuentes is a 23, 24-year-old, secret dog-whistling KKK Nazi. But that's also not the case. You could say that Alex Jones and Owen Schroyer are actually platforming hate.
Not so much a secret one. He's pretty open about it. If you ask him, like, hey, do you think white and black people are equal? He'll be like, well, I have to push you back on that.
But that's not what's going on at all. And I think what's powerful about this broadcast, I really think that we're making narrative history, is that we're breaking the Overton window. The Republican establishment sold us out. The conservative movement sold us out. The churches, they closed. So when we look for leadership,
I would just like to continue to say,
there was none.
I have no sympathy for Republicans. You guys totally earned this.
Alex,
this is all on you.
Did we get a call from our
I mean, I get that. I think that voting in Trump kind of fucked the Republican Party a bit. A lot of Republicans decided not to run anymore, like in smaller seats, because they just couldn't handle the direction of the Republican Party. And now we went from Trump, which we all thought was so bad 4 or 5 years ago, 6 years ago, to fucking Kanye West. It's incredible. It's insane. I think the problem is that celebrities like Kanye think that they're special because they were able to make money. And now they sit here and they spout all this fucking nonsense about how incredible they are. Because Kanye West has an incredibly inflated ego. And this is where we're at.
You had your time in the sun, and this is what you guys have been through. It's time for the reaping.
No, we didn't. So here we are left with the last option on InfoWars, the home of the resistance, and we're a bunch of pseudo-celebrities with one celebrity saying, okay, well, then we're just going to break the chessboard. We're getting off your chessboard because...
A bunch of pseudo-celebrities with one celebrity.
It is rigged. It's rigged by Lucifer. It's rigged by the Satanists. It is rigged by the Jewish mafia, and people don't want to say that.
What? Does this guy even think this? I've never heard this guy before, but I get the feeling that he doesn't know shit about dick. He doesn't care about anything, and he'll just say whatever he needs to be said to get some fucking cum in his mouth from the people that are next to him.
Rigged by the Marxists and the leftists and all of these people.
I think it's important too that the Republican Party should suffer for this.
So I think that this broadcast should encourage.
This is the ramification of embracing extremism year after year after year after year after year, and now you get fucked, and you deserve it. You should be fucked for a little bit. So you remember next time. Okay? Maybe embracing the most extremist fucking rhetoric ever as a means.
I'm happy that he just muted the black guy, of course. You know what I mean? Fuck it. No, I'm just kidding.
To own the Dems. Maybe that's actually not a good idea.
Bigger than that, what about the biomedical mafia, the big pharma? It's the king daddy with the central banks. So my only concern about certain other elites.
I mean, listen, I'm on board with knocking down big pharma. Let's take a movement towards some kind of universal healthcare. You know?
How about the big corporate elite that all links up with one agenda? Yeah.
Jesus runs the world. Elon needs to put Alex Jones back on the platform, because I don't agree with someone that doesn't believe in Christ saying, you're cool, you're cool, you're cool. Now and this is my friend, right?
Put
This
me
is my
back,
boy,
Elon.
But we can agree to disagree, right? But it's still his platform. It's up to
I'm pretty sure Destiny's always been on there.
him. But also, I'm not a person that's going to say, hey, I agree with everything. There's things that I said today that you guys don't agree with because you're not in the same place or in the same position in your walk that I'm at.
Except both sides do it. That's the problem.
Yeah, but Kanye walked off of Tim Pool. He's playing this game where he's like, I'm going to be really reasonable. Not everybody has to agree with everything. And then the second Tim Pool's like, hey, I can agree with you on stuff, but not so much the anti-Semitism. And then Kanye storms off the show. So this whole act where he pretends to be reasonable is fucking insane.
Sorry, but if you're trying to both sides of this, you are fucking delusional. AOC at her worst isn't even remotely approaching the insanity that is fucking Ye, okay? Not even close. You're delusional, my friend.
Michael Jordan's dad was sacrificed.
Well, Trump isn't as insane as fucking Kanye West, I'll say that. I think
Michael Jordan, what the fuck?
Didn't something happen with Tiger Woods?
Yeah.
My mom. What? These are all Zionist sacrifices that happen. But this is Satan at the end of the day. There's a lot of people that feel like we're at the end of days. And Jesus runs the world. God runs the world. Jesus is the real king of Israel. And I'm just a
Are you really comparing
servant
AOC to Ye?
of
No, you
God.
fucking moron. What I'm saying is that radicals on the left are like fucking it's like AOC. That's like the less radical. The radicals on the right are fucking Nick Fuentes and Kanye West saying, I love Hitler, okay?
That's actually a good point. True. Yeah, your radicals on the left, yeah, are like AOC, fucking obnoxious and annoying, but we don't even really pay attention to her, to be honest with you. But, you got your Nick Fuenteses and your fucking Ye Wests. Ye West. Your Yeezys. Your Yeezys. True.
It's not even remotely comparable.
You went even stronger and said white lives matter. You got criticized for that. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, I thought that that was my right.
Or Marjorie Taylor Greene, yeah, Jesus.
I just exercise rights.
Or Donald Trump.
that are only given to whites.
Angie Toasty super chatted $4.99. I thought Kanye had a bigger plan, but now I see Kanye is just crazy.
Well, I'm happy you're finally able to see that Kanye is just fucking off his shit. Thank you so much for the $5, brother.
A white person can wear a t-shirt that says Black Lives Matter, but for a black person to wear a t-shirt that says White Lives Matter, that somehow makes me racist.
So, listen, first of all, this was when everything first started, and I remember sitting down watching the Tucker Carlson interview, which I have on there. You can go look it up. We got Tucker Carlson and Kanye. And I sat there and I'm like, okay, what's the point that he's trying to make here? I was trying to be there because realistically speaking, Black Lives Matter, even if you don't like the organization that, seems to have mishandled a lot of funds, the movement itself is about hey, black people matter as much as everybody else. And as a country, we haven't exactly been treating black people perfectly equally, right? We know that there's a history of systemic racism. It may not exist anymore, but those echoing impacts, of slavery, segregation, redlining, etc., have a negative impact on today, right? Saying white lives matter is usually not because people actually give a shit about white people, but it's usually to say fuck. It's usually a fuck Black Lives Matter thing. It's usually a way to kind of denounce or dismiss Black Lives Matter. However, I was like, okay, maybe Kanye is trying to have a nuanced conversation about something. He just babbled. You know what I mean? He didn't really make a point. I'm like, what's the point? Are you trying to open up dialogue about how there's some anti-white hatred on the internet, I guess? And nah, he just kind of did it because it was provocative and Candace Owens told him to because he's a dog. It seems I'm not trying to be an asshole, but it seems like Kanye just kind of does whatever the people around him say he should do. As long as they go you're right, as they'll agree with him with some of the insanity that he spews, and they put him up with him, and they pretend to care about the things that he cares about. He'll be like, you know what? Okay, cool. What do you want me to do? Oh, I'll do that.
I love just going up and saying, hey, what do you think about this? What about that? And if we don't use our consciousness, they're trying to beat us into our consciousness and make us ignorant. They want to dumb us down. And I'm probably the lowest IQ here of anyone speaking. And
Nick Fuentes would definitely agree with you.
I'm saying, say out loud what we feel. We would no longer be ran by the idea of fake influence and celebrities.
I'm going to interrupt you.
No, hold on, Alex, don't interrupt me. I denounce every celebrity. I denounce every celebrity I ever stood next to. God bless you. And that's the Christian word of what I really want to say. Any celebrity,
What is fuck you? He wants to say fuck you to people? Okay.
Celebrity that I rock with is Ray J. Literally. Every one of y'all others, y'all all saw, come see me when y'all want to see me. Every fake gangster, so-called killer, any basketball player, any rapper, any actress, any musician, any model, any editor, come see me. Come see God's child right now. Please. I want it. I want to see my mama. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ.
Touch in Jesus' name, baby.
I was going to say this, though. I want to be clear. You say you're the lowest IQ anybody here. I'm not kissing your ass. Yeah, that's not true. There's different types. IQ is just one test. It's one thing. There's cultural IQ. There's mathematical. There's spiritual. There's economic savants. There's art savants. And I can tell you, I'm an idiot savant.
I would say there's idiot savants. Yeah,
that's a French word. It doesn't mean I'm actually an idiot. It means that I don't know a lot of stuff, but things I know. Like I don't even get into it, folks. But it's ridiculous. Okay, I can wake up at 2 a.m., 5 a.m.
and Cardi also.
And I can tell you what time the clock's going to say before I look at it. A little weird thing I can do. The point is that
okay, what is he like? I guess he's got that circadian rhythm IQ.
That is that there's savants that actually bring the world to the next level. And I think people need to take that for what it is. I wouldn't call you autistic. You have a savantish thing about you. And I think that's a positive, not a negative. Nick, you want to say anything?
I won't call you autistic, but you have like a savant about you. He's fucking called him autistic. Oh my god.
Anything, Ollie or Owen?
And Fabio.
Yeah, I want to say this. This is a story that Ye shared. I'm not even going to ask permission because he said he's nobody's hard drive, so I'm nobody's hard drive. Ye was hanging out with Elon, and Elon...
Or he's just jerking him off.
...sitting there, and they were under a rocket launch, and Elon says to Ye, you have the highest EQ. So there's also the EQ. And what I think Ye is talking about is, like, we've assembled a powerful group of Avengers. We have different experiences, different expertise.
That's true. They do say that autism is a superpower. Just kidding.
We, in fact, even interpret information differently, but we've all got a superpower, and we've got to contribute it to taking down the perma-state, the deep state, the globalists, whatever anybody wants to call this, this group that's running.
Oh, emotional intelligence. Okay, IQ. What does the Q stand for? The quotient? I don't know.
That's this depopulation group. We've got to, rage war against the machine. And if everybody rushes to get canceled, they can cancel none of us. And so I think that today, again, is a historic day.
Yeah, intelligence quotient. So emotional quotient? Okay, I guess that makes sense.
It's not about agreement. It's an agreement and disagreement against them.
No, I agree. I agree that this is about saying free speech is sacrosanct, and even if you disagree with something, it should be celebrated instead of demonizing
it. Wait. Let me interrupt here. And Nick is actually the person who's talked best about this. And this is where...
You ever notice that Nick barely talks? He kind of just sits in the corner and doesn't really speak his mind. He just kind of exists.
I think that, like, Laura Loomer, who is a Zionist Jew, conservative, and patriot, and then you, who are kind of libertarian or conservatarian, and Owen's kind of conservatarian, would disagree with Nick and I, who might be more of the Catholic tradition. We would totally support blasphemy laws. Totally. And I don't want to speak for him, but what Nick points out is that you have to have a right to dissent. That is way more powerful.
He was just saying that Zionists were bad before, no? And now he's saying that they're good? Like the ones... Okay, whatever. Some of them are good. Okay.
Then, support free speech.
Blasphemy laws?
We're
I don't
actually
understand.
getting the system to have what, he's talking about Instagram and pornography.
Absolutely, Ollie. We're going to come right
Does it mean laws against blasphemy? Or wait, did I miss that?
His giant,
I guess
35 million viewers, 36
Yeah,
million?
we're going to have Alex Jones put it up for my Twitter. Hi, Ari Emanuel. How's it going? How's your wife's clothing line?
Here, let's do an overhead shot here, please, guys. So I can do this. I haven't tweeted in so long, I hardly remember how this works. You guys do an overhead shot for me? All right.
He's gonna tweet. Okay.
So this is Ye's phone here, and I just want to say I love L-O-V the
Jews.
That true? Say that? It's true. I do love them. First, how do you say amendment? AMT? What's the abbreviation?
AMDT, I think. Not sure.
Yeah, I got it. I love the First Amendment. Long live Ye. Gotta capitalize that though.
Incredible.
All right, I'm gonna tweet that. I love the First Amendment. Long
this is
live
account
Ye.
sharing, right? True. Shouldn't he be getting banned for this? Elon, unban me, please.
No hoping. We pray.
I pray. Pray, Elon.
Wait, unbanned at Omni Destiny. What if Fuentes comes through for us here, guys?
For real.
No, pray to God, not to Elon. Pray that God.
I pray to God. I agree. I pray
to Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Say his name. There's
It feels like this is longer than 256 characters, right?
power, there's strength in the name.
Kanye, why couldn't you have just done this yourself?
Jesus. Okay, I pray to Jesus that Elon is for real.
What do you mean by for real? What does that mean? For real about what? Be more
trying to free up the internet.
Write that.
Write that.
Write that.
Elon,
I believe he is.
Pray to Jesus.
That Apple doesn't deplatform Elon for freeing the internet.
He doesn't even understand how Twitter works. He just keeps rambling.
I hope he's for real.
No. Pray that Apple doesn't deplatform Elon for freeing the internet.
Well, he just met with him. He says he's not now, but I hear you.
Ooh, contradicting.
Dot. I love the First Amendment. Long live ye. I pray to Jesus that Elon is for real. Bam! I'm back on Twitter.
I'm trying to understand what he's saying, dude. Okay, stop yelling at me for this. Okay.
There you go. We give it to him now. Here you go, buddy. 35 million or whatever it is followers. This is great ideas you're having, man.
I have a few good ideas. I believe, let me talk for a second, don't cut me off.
God.
I have a few good ideas. I have ideas that surpass the idea of just being a black face for the Trump administration.
Ooh, that's what he was.
Elon's cool friend at a concert.
Kind of true. He's a little more self-aware than we thought. Let's see. Let's see if these tweets have stood the test of time. He's posting tweets constantly. But this is all that Alex Jones said. I love the First Amendment. Long live Ye. I pray to Jesus that Elon is for real. Okay. And then I guess
that's what he was.
Yeah. Oh my God. Nick has him say Christ is King, America's first groiper. Nicholas J. Fuentes. Check us out. Oh my God. Jesus.
With Trump, that is true.
Cook. I actually have real ideas. And I get marginalized into these places. And I understand people are afraid of the truth. The best EQ on the planet. When I went to people like David Simon and Jamie Salter and all these Jewish businessmen, they would offer me things like, hey, we'll give you one store.
Tell you
and I got
Destiny.
frustrated. I got frustrated with the Gap, with Adidas, of being held back. And people act like they're going to help you, but they really control you like how Jamie Salter controls Shaquille O'Neal or the NBA controls Shaquille O'Neal. And this is nothing, no knock to our brother. All black people feel the way I feel, but nobody wants to go broke. No one else can take a $2 billion hit and still have $400 million, you know? So that's God putting me in a position to be able to fight battles that other people can't fight. But the people, the real people, they're standing up, they're talking. The problem...
How can anybody disagree with this? It's awesome.
There you go.
All right, now we got Ali Alexander.
Oh, that was really good. I got to give Alex Jones credit where credit is due. He figured out a way to derail. Kanye by just being like, "You're amazing. Let's move on." It worked really well. What a fucking beautiful tactics.
Everybody's hunched over the tweet command base.
Nick, what are you tweeting?
Let's see. How about this?
Can we shift the camera over there, guys? I know it's hard, but
yeah.
How about Christ is King?
What the fuck did this guy
America
come from?
First.
Oh man.
What else?
How uncomfortable do you think Nick Fuentes is so close to a black guy?
Death to the New World Order.
No death. That's God's battle.
We mean politically. Okay.
Yes.
Alex. No, visit InfoWars.com. No, Alex Jones was right. I should say that.
I like the InfoWars part, actually.
How about Groiper?
Well, your Groiper thing, but also say don't visit InfoWars.com.
Groiper. Okay. I'll tag myself. There we go.
Jesus, this is so shameless.
Oh my God, this is fucking crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Should I put InfoWars?
Bro, this is exactly what Nick Fuentes is here for. Is just to put himself within proximity here.
Let me tag myself in this real quick.
Don't visit. No, yes, do all. The way that you, as a master of the universe, the way that you push ideas forward is all positive affirmations.
I'm glad that billions of you are going to visit InfoWars.
Yeah,
I'm glad that billions are going to visit InfoWars.
Ari and Manuel, if your wife needs any help on her creative direction for a line, I will gladly help you. Even though you tried to destroy my life, I will help your wife on the creative direction, and I will not do anything unchristian when we're in the room together. In Jesus' name. Ari, if you want me to help your wife with her line, I'm here.
Okay.
What'd you put out? We're going to put it on screen.
I put out Christ is King, America First, Groiper, and then I put
Beautiful.
Bible.com.
Incredible.
Beautiful.
Bible.com.
Did you put the InfoWars thing?
He did. It's good. That'll give him a heart attack.
I go, Ali Alexander, what are you going to tweet from Ye's Twitter?
I'm gonna. Can I get this real quick?
Yeah.
By the way, anytime you're just flying over, you want to land, come on the show.
We'll do it once a week.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna write about the J6 victims.
Once a week. What is J6?
I think that
we should think about Tim.
Ye did more. We got the camera. So Ye did more than the Republican establishment, than the conservative establishment.
Here, come sit in my chair. Come sit in my chair.
This guy's a little small. Oh, let's see, short as fuck.
Here, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Think of this. Go ahead, listen.
Were they sharing a chair? What is happening?
So Ye did more than the Republican establishment, than the conservative movement, to highlight the due process abuses and the torture. And Laura, could you stop calling while we're live on air? I mean, my gosh, girl, she's on the spectrum too, so she's got that, with your comment. But so I think that we need to talk about the J6 victims. So let's, all caps, investigate the civil rights and due
God, and Sneeko too. Jesus.
Violations.
Yep, there we go. Sneeko's sucking them off.
J6.
Bro, isn't it sad? That's all that's left. Sneeko's here sucking them off right here. America First is inevitable. He's sucking them because that's all he's got left. That's all he's got left is to suck the dick of another dick sucker. Fucking Nick Fuentes, insane.
Violations of the J6 political prisoners.
Dude, people are literally just running. These guys are actually running a train on Ye's credibility. Like just fucking the last bit of credibility he has left so they can all promote their shit.
Hey, listen, Kanye's giving it up for free. Might as well. Fuck him.
So fucked, dude. Oh my God.
Jesus.
that day.
Where did Alex Jones go?
Probably following
Alex?
Nico? I don't think so. I think he still tweets at me. Or not
Free-
tweets at me. I'm sorry, text me.
Nick
I think we're okay.
Nicholas.
Free speech.
Free speech. Ugh.
Jesus
And free Ali.
Christ.
Boombaye.
Kumbaya.
What would you tweet from Ye's account?
Kumbaya.
Store.dusty.gg. Buy the
Yeah,
plushie.
oh, no, I don't
Oh
know.
my
That's
god.
Ducking
That's
autocorrect.
stupid.
Sweet.
There we go. Did we get the overhead of that? Let's get the team to get the camera. Get the camera. I love the
Ooh,
but
speaking
get
of the
camera. Zoom in.
J6ers, I'm pretty sure they've actually, for the Oath Keepers, they convicted. I think it was a conviction of sedition.
Oh, you want me to redo this skit?
Yeah, do it.
All right, I love this crew, but sometimes
Yikes.
sometimes they can just be stubborn. Zoom in, overhead shot. Zoom in,
Stuart
overhead shot.
Rhodes. Did we ever talk to this
I'm
guy
sorry,
on
I'm just a
stream? I don't
retard.
think we did, right?
Me too.
We love Alex.
Holy shit.
Who else would let us do this?
All right, we got to do this time. Thank you very much, Ali. I want to go back to Owen quick. And yeah, he's welcome to stay as long as he wants, but always got a lot of big stuff going on. A great idea having folks tweet out.
Allegedly.
What else do you want to tweet? Yeah, who knows? Maybe maybe Ye was never here. He's never disrespected when I call him Kanye. I've just been calling you that for 15
Yeah, because true. Because who knows who's behind the mask?
years, so it's like you call him my brother or something, name, and then he changes his name. But Ye's even better, and it's definitely taking hold. I think it's an awesome name. But seriously, Ye, what else do you want to tweet out to folks? Because everything right now is going super mega total viral. What is your message to Trump right now?
Fuck you.
What's your message to DeSantis right now?
I don't know who DeSantis is. I never heard of the guy.
WH Omega LOL.
No, I hear you. Well, all the elites back in DeSantis gives me a lot of concern.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like
He
we
got
love Trump. We
WH
love Ye.
Omega LOL.
That's right. Yeah, no, I'm with you. It's Ye and Trump, and anybody going for DeSantis or McCarthy.
and Trump, baby.
That's just not the energy. That's not the vibe. That's not MAGA. That's not Jesus energy. That's not Dragon energy. So, and I like what Ye said about people need to just put it all on the line and finally tell the truth. That's the problem.
Well, here's the bottom line. You're not a white supremacist. I've seen your
It's
show.
okay.
You love everybody. You stand up for white people. Everybody should stand up for themselves and everybody else. It's a load of crap that you're
You're not a white supremacist. You love everybody. You stand up for white people. Like, okay, but like that. Like, oh, you stand up for white people. Like, wow, what a hot take. Okay, that's crazy.
a white supremacist.
True. Yeah. And
Did you help round up Jews like George Soros?
No.
Okay, well then I don't hear anything.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't hear anything from the ADL or anybody else.
But for the ADL, I want to say there's a lot of good Nazis that were just fighting for their country. And for
Oh my God, he's just doing the right thing all the time, bro. I'm sure that there were people who were like forced to be Nazis and didn't want to actually be Nazis for sure. But that's not what he means. He's just saying that there's like a lot of good Nazis. It's fucking nuts.
them all,
Like George Soros.
for them all to get put in
Oh
a
my
box.
God.
They're all in a box. Every Nazi is bad. Well, could some of the
Yes.
Nazis have just been fighting for their country? Oh, they're all. Oh, we can't put them all in a box.
He thinks that he's being nuanced right now. It's incredible.
No, I get you're explaining that, like you said, you love the Zionists. You don't agree with some of the things they're doing, even though you don't support a lot of what's happening. Seriously, I've really studied a lot of history. Plus, I had family that was there, and so I mean, I don't think Hitler was a good guy. I get the Hugo Boss uniforms, amazing, but I mean, just because you're in love with the design, you're a designer. Can we just kind of say like you like the uniforms, but that's about
No,
it.
there's a lot of things that I love about Hitler.
What the fuck, dude? It's getting worse. Oh my God. There's a lot of things I love about Hitler. Oh my God.
A lot of things. Hey, Netten, what did you think about that, Netten?
Oh,
He's
It's
fucking.
insane. You are an insane person. How
I've
did
been
you say
I've been
something?
counting the number of times that Kanye West like runs defense for Nazis and Hitler, and we're at 5. We're at 5 times at this point. This is fucking banangas. This is badongus.
It's okay then.
So let me ask you: you like the Azov Battalion because they openly howl Hitler? They're the leftovers of World War II. They
Yeah, it
support
doesn't know who the fuck
Zelensky
that is.
and attacking Russia. So you like the Azov Battalion?
I love everyone.
Well, my point is, you weren't involved with Hitler. You didn't do anything. So having the ADL say anybody that opposes communism and the New World Order is a Nazi, well, you kind of get what you give. You know.
No one cares about the ADL. They're played out. Jesus
Well,
is
they
Harvard.
they ran Twitter till last week. But yeah, I hear you.
They don't run anything.
No,
one
you're wrong, but I hear you.
knows the AD. No one cares. They're played out. Look at people have had a problem. Look at Clockwork Orange. There's a part where a Jewish guy makes the guy kiss the shoe, and he says, kiss the Jew. Like people have had issues with Jewish people forever. But what I'm saying is, I love Jewish people. I love Jewish.
We're
people.
talking about
Gone! I love Israel! Gone!
Oh my God.
You think Clockwork Orange is about Jews?
Absolutely. Look at it.
I thought it was about a collapsing. You know, Stanley Kubrick was a Jew.
Oh wow.
I know his daughter. He was a great guy.
Yeah.
So I mean, he made Dr. Strangelove. I mean, I got to be honest with you. I see incredible literature and art and music and just so much great stuff Jews do. Just like I see so many great things black people do or any other group. Like Beethoven was German. I don't blame Beethoven. open for Hitler, and I believe in free speech.
Or what about Wagner?
Well, they demonized Wagner only because Hitler liked it.
Or Adi Dassler, or Hugo Boss. We have all this demonization. We don't care anymore, ADL. Obviously, no one cares. Shut up. No one cares. Jesus is king. Shut up. It's done. Tomorrow. It's all the next day.
But you know, German cars do break down and cost a lot of money to fix.
True.
Germans make really good cars.
I think Japanese make better ones.
Germans had a really cool leader at one time.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. He just can't stop telling people fucking that Hitler was great. Oh my God. Like, what's happening here? This is fucking insane, dude. It's insane.
Look, I drive mainly American cars, but when it comes to company cars, it's a couple Toyotas because the damn things don't break. I mean, it is ridiculous.
You know what?
The Japanese bitch to the globalist groups. They want to make light bulbs go 100 years. They want to make cars never break. You know they can do that. The Japanese are pissed. That's why they've not sent her for electric cars.
I love how we went from like, yeah, Germans make good cars to like, I love Hitler. Like, how the fuck are we getting here?
They go, these don't work. It takes more carbon. Why are you doing this?
That's what needs to be broken. You get what I'm saying? It's like, I want to say with Ben Shapiro, he was so disrespectful to his employee, Candace Owens, for speaking out against me. And that just showed you another level of this kind of control that's out there.
No, I agree. I like Candace. She has a lot of courage.
Ben Shapiro's part of the fucking, he's part of the fucking, the crew. Oh, no.
Beautiful lady. Really defended you. But I mean, are you saying Ben Shapiro's got her on a leash?
I think it's pretty.
This is boss. He's her boss. Of course, he'd be like, I don't like this anti-Semitic fucking bullshit.
Pretty obvious.
Oh my God.
You know, as our Paul Watson, we didn't launch her. She deserved it. But InfoWars launched Candace Owens.
Yes, but everyone is still controlled by the Jewish media. We need to serve.
Bro, Ben Shapiro's just a Jewish guy. He's not the fucking Jewish media.
Christ first. Christ first. Everyone, period. Trump.
Okay, but you say the Jewish media. Let me just bring up a real world example.
I didn't say Ben's video because
I only met Matt Drudge once. He came here, hung out a few hours, and went to dinner. He's Jewish. I never asked for anything. He never told me what to do. He only sent a few emails here and there to writers saying, hey, you know, when you break something, email it to me. And he was a Jewish guy that totally helped us go to the next level. We would have been successful without him. He like supercharged it. Then
wait, is Lex in chat right now?
Never talked to him again. And his website's like a Democrat hellscape. But I'm just saying, it's like.
I lost the.
Oh, that's so sad. Ye praising Hitler breaks my heart. That is sad, bro. That's sad stuff.
Battle for Sneeko's soul. Lex lost the battle for Ye's soul. We're in our darkest hours, boys.
Overall, we're very nice people, is all I'm saying.
I'm actually tired of hearing about the Jews. Like, I love them. Honestly, I don't.
He's the one who's talking about the Jews.
Don't even care that much, you know.
But we spent the last 2 hours talking about them.
Because it's fun. It's fun.
You don't want to hear about them. We want to talk about them all day.
Because being canceled is fun because we're showing you guys the extent that you can go, right? Because everything at this point that you do proves my point. Watch this.
99 cents. It's funny how quick they are to correct Yee's name change, but can't with trans PPM.
True. Silent Joe, very based.
If I say DEFCON 3, and then you cancel all of my deals, you proved exactly why I needed to go DEFCON.
No, I agree with what you said. Let me stop you. Because Dave Chappelle.
Alex, channel. All right. If I and Dave Chappelle works for the Jews anyway. So.
Oh my God.
If I say, now I forgot what I had to say. Let me meditate. Let me get into a place.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Love you, brother. Jesus is king. If I go on this interview and I say, I love Hitler, and then they go and 5150 me and try to lobotomize me like we saw Harley Pasternak do.
Fucking lobotomize? What are you talking about?
Or they put me in prison. It just proves what I'm saying. And it's going to spark the high schools.
I never understood this prison thing. He keeps talking about it, but he doesn't get to any specifics. And he also doesn't really know what the fuck he's talking about anyway.
It's going to spark the grammar schools. It's going to spark the colleges that say enough is enough. It doesn't matter how on the spectrum you think I am. I have the right
5150 is like forcibly interning somebody for like mental shit.
And it's a shame that you have to be considered to be on the spectrum.
Yeah, Pop, is it safe to say that Yee's goblin mode is more wild than mine? It's true, it is, yeah.
Spectrum to have enough courage to speak out loud. I do love my family, right? But I looked at every possible outcome. I've practiced Chinese water torture on myself. I would like.
That's a reason to 5150 someone. Holy fuck.
Skip along Malibu in front of my house and sing, when the Clintons come to kill me, how is it going to be? What are they going to do to kill me? Wait a second. Netton, what do you have to say about this? Netton, don't want to say Netton.
What I'm trying to get at here is.
Bro, what the fuck?
Okay. That I don't think the father of the future revolution against tyranny is Hitler. Hitler said a coming man was coming. It would be the next Hitler that would destroy the New World Order and the whole system. He wanted his own New World Order. He thought it would come out of America. You know about Hitler?
Kanye West, I think, is the new Hitler.
Hitler and his coming man?
No, I don't know about that. But what we have to.
Well, I just think you should not want to be Hitler's coming man.
I didn't say I was. I don't really care that much about Hitler. I love him. Seems like
you just do it as a way to like.
I don't care about him. I love him.
A troll.
No, he seems like a cool guy. You know, it's like he you know, it's like
he's not kidding. So he can't even hide behind the joking argument because he's like, yeah, I'm serious. Holy fuck. Oh my God, dude.
You should not want to be Hitler's coming man.
I didn't say I was. I don't really care that much about Hitler. I love him. Seems like
you just do it as a way to like a troll.
No, he seems like a cool guy. You know, it's like he you know, it's like he had a really cool outfit and stuff, and he was a really good architect. And
you're in love with the look of it.
And he didn't kill 6 million Jews. That's just like factually incorrect.
Get the Ronald Reagan clip they showed me yesterday. Sorry, go ahead. Ronald Reagan said that too.
Oh my God.
Well, I think Hitler did target and kill some people. So I think, you know.
I think Obama killed Palestinians.
Jesus.
Oh, no, I hear you. Here's where I think the frustration is. And Nick, you can comment on this.
And Obama was not the first black president. He was another Jewish president.
Americans are tired.
There's only been fucking Christian or Catholic presidents.
Of hearing that we're Hitler and that we did bad things when we defeated Hitler. And that's my biggest beef.
Let's not say his name anymore. Only say Christ's name moving forward.
I agree.
Like,
I'm tired
of
hearing
I'm a Nazi.
I'm really, I'm not. But I think by them falsely accusing people, some people are going to become Nazis.
I am. Now what? I am. Now what? Now I'm a Nazi, Arya man.
Oh my God!
Well, isn't that what it said? Because this is the thing.
You're doubling down.
Yeah, you think?
I love you.
You think, Alex?
Ran off.
I'm not. You're live.
Right here. Okay, so we're in America. We get our history stolen from us, and we're all made to slaves. The Native Americans and the ones brought over on Jewish slave boats, right? And then
what? What the fuck? Jewish slave boats? What?
And we're so-called free, but we're never free. And we're Republican.
Like English slave boats? No, what?
But then we're turned to Democrats at the MLK, JFK time, right? And we're told we're black, and they made songs that said, say it loud, say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. And then crack came. And then rappers started saying, what's up, my nigga? I'm a nigga. You a nigga. It's, okay, I'm a nigga then. Wait a second. I thought nigga was bad a second ago. Nah, nigga is fine. That's what the feds told us to call ourselves. And then even Beyonce.
Like, if you focus on just that messaging of like some of the toxic shit going on, that'd be great. But this guy's fucking unraveling.
We never thought she'd call herself a bitch. Missy said, hey, I'm a bitch. Everyone says I'm a bitch. Okay, now our black women are bitches. So we're bitches and niggas now, right? I'm a nigga, you a bitch. I've even said this in my raps. So I wake up and I look at my phone and they say, Ye's an anti-Semitic. So I said, okay, well, I'm an anti-Semitic. No, you said I'm an anti-Semitic. Get it? You understand what I'm saying?
I don't get it. I don't understand.
Bring in the clowns. There will be clowns.
I tell you what, let's play that Frank Sinatra clip for a minute. Let's get Owen Schroyer and Ollie to have some final comments here. Are you going to push that jet back or you got to get out of here?
I got to get out of here. They already pushed the jet back, tried to stop us from getting here in the first time. Nick, can you tell them what happened?
Folks don't know. Tell them about that.
Yeah, we had to have the plane turn around midair because there was a issue. There goes the issue.
What the fuck? Like a sitcom.
There was some issue with the plane.
You said that happened before.
No, that was the first time it happened with me, but we were up in the air 20 minutes out, and then there was some kind of big alarm. We had to turn the plane around and land, and Ye said, he's not even going to believe me. He said, Alex isn't going to believe me because I guess it didn't happen the first time that we tried to get the show together. Yeah,
go take your break. I got to piss.
Last time we had it, yeah.
Yeah, so there was some seal on the door that was broken, and so we were.
Well, you don't want to depressurize the cabin.
Yeah, no, we wanted to go down safely, not like crash into a mountain or something. So,
which I'm not afraid of. Whatever way you guys want to choose to, take me out or whatever, I'm not afraid of anything. I'm only afraid of God. One thing I want to say.
I mean, at this point, all they have to do to take him out is let him keep talking. They don't have to take anybody out. They just have to let him keep talking. And like he's destroyed his credibility.
All of you guys is
like that's what he said. Everybody around him is just like trying to like suckle out his teat really quick for that last like tweet fucking end like surge, and then they'll die out. The only bad thing is that Kanye allowed people to use his platform to direct more people towards like InfoWars and stuff. But
no one still stepped up other than Jon Stewart to say, hey, he was upset about the practices. The contracts have still not changed. So you can do whatever you want to do. And
Kanye, Jon Stewart said, I understand that you have a pain and I feel you. And I think it's good to listen and to like talk about this and have this conversation. He didn't say he agrees with you.
Say whatever you want about me. We don't like his mask. We don't like, everyone likes the jacket. Of course, everyone loves the jacket, right? You can say whatever you want about me. You could distract us.
He's like slowly suffocating himself.
With his Balenciaga kind of conversation. You could distract us with all of these woke ideas. You can choose your superheroes. Like, oh, we're going to choose George Floyd instead of the MLKs. We're going to choose Gabby and Lizzo instead of the Beyoncés. You can try to create the narrative, but God runs the world. And the people
Lizzo
are tired of that. People, all the athletes, all of the celebrities, what I'm saying is, I love you guys also. I understand you're all scared. I understand why. You don't want to get your bank accounts frozen. I get it. I love you. I'm not listening to none of y'all because y'all all scared.
And you notice the more they pressure whatever the
What is this picture?
issue is, the more it causes resistance. Let's play 2 minutes of Frank Sinatra, bring in the clowns, get a final comment from Ali Alexander, final comment from Rowan Schroyer, final comment from everybody here. And the good news is you're 10 minutes from the airport, so I know your flight was at 2, but you can push it back. We've got Ye in here with us.
And then the clowns.
We're finally back.
Mentioned in all of this. I wonder if this hurts Trump, because he had like the dinner with them. He had the dinner with Fuentes. McConnell already kind of lashed out at him for it. It's kind of funny that like even Trump is getting a little bit of blowback already from the dinner with Fuentes and shit. This is just like
sorry.
Probably for what he sees as America First Amendment, right?
All right, let's see what we got. What's happening?
Everybody's basically just trying to like ride like Ye's breakdown.
Laura Luma, say what you got to say. I have to leave soon. Laura.
Are you guys live on here again?
Yes, we're live, Laura. Quit watching the internet.
Oh, hey. No, look, for Elon Musk, I don't know if he's watching or not, but, I'm calling on Elon Musk to restore the accounts of everybody who was banned. He said this week that he was going to give an amnesty to all the accounts that were banned. So I would like my account back. I think that you should get your account back. I think that Nick Fuentes...
She's using this as a place to say, give me my stuff back.
Ali should get their accounts back. And also,
Destiny.
The people that are texting me and calling me right now saying, oh, you're Jewish. How could you not, call out Ye for his comments about Jews and Hitler today? I'm not going to tell Ye what he's allowed to think. I'm not going to tell Ye what he's allowed to say. I'm a free speech absolutist, and
get the fuck out of here. I guarantee you everybody places everybody else on their stuff. It's okay to disagree on everything. That's what are you talking about? I'm not going to disagree with this guy that I don't agree with. What are you talking about? What the fuck is happening?
If you cannot understand, right, that this is about free speech. This is about combating cancel culture and standing up against the censors and the cancel culture movement, then I don't really want to talk to you. And this is more than just, somebody being Jewish, somebody being Christian.
She changed herself to the Twitter HQ when she was banned. She's on what? No way.
This is about the truth and fighting for free speech. So I just want to say that, I'm here to...
What did that say?
The truth.
Jesus is king. He's so they printed out a picture of the tweet of Elon Musk, and then he signed it. Jesus is king. Well, he says Jesus is king. And he signed it.
And fighting for free speech. So I just want to say that I'm here to fight to make sure that Ye has a right to say what he wants to say, even as a Jewish woman, because free speech is greater than all of us. This is what we're fighting for together.
That's right. And we lose that, we lose everything.
Okay, hit you back a little bit later. Love you. Thank you.
You want that piece of paper again?
No, I want to photograph it and put this version of it online.
Beautiful. And you got to leave in like 10 minutes, so I want to play.
I got to leave in now minutes, but it's okay.
You got to leave now minutes, my way. But real quick, Ali Alexander, first, I want to show you, you're going to come up in like an hour, 3 p.m. Central, the War Room. We'll have highlights of this, everything. We'll have a post game here, but other comments.
Well, I'll not give my whole plethora here. I'll save some of that time for the War Room coming up in an hour so that Ali can speak too. But one quick thing, all these people out there saying, oh, Ye's lost his mind, Ye's lost his mind. Again, check yourselves. We are mutilating children and calling them trans kids and calling it gender-affirming surgery.
We could fight that fight separately from Kanye West being a fucking literal anti-Semite going insane, saying he loves Hitler, okay?
No, Ye has
It's two different conversations.
Not lost his mind. You have. We have men claiming they can get pregnant. No, Ye has not lost his mind. You have. We have now open sex trafficking happening at the southern border, and the White House forcing Border Patrol to be the final ushers in of the unaccompanied youths to their pimps.
What? If anything, the kids that come in and aren't given to their parents probably are less likely to go to pimps. They probably go to the foster system, but okay.
No, Ye has not lost his mind. We all have for this going on. Now, when Ye talks about wearing the White Lives Matter shirt, and really this is what we're doing here today too, it's culture jamming. That's what we're doing. Oh, you can wear a Black Lives Matter shirt, but you can't wear a White Lives Matter shirt. We're ramming their own culture down their throat, and we're finding out that they don't like it. Same thing with this interview today. We believe in free speech. Whether we agree with what each other are saying or not, we believe in their right to say it.
It's an exercise of us showing we're here, we have our own platform, and the internet, #1 story, hands down, in the world right now is this broadcast, because people want free speech. Great point. 60-second closing comment, Owen. Then Nick Fuentes, then Ali Alexander, then Ye.
Well, I would say I don't think the story here with Ye should be about anti-Semitism or Nazis or any of that. To me, the human interest story is...
They're fine.
But yeah, think about what you can do with your platform right now, because they want to make that the issue. Most people say,
the
I grew up, the whole
Zionists?
world. I'm talking about everybody watching this right now.
That's fine.
We want Ye to expose the corruption.
Why is Ye shut down?
The secrets, the societies, like you've been doing. We want Ye to pull the curtain back on Hollywood, pull the curtain back on Balenciaga, pull the curtain back on all of this stuff.
None of it's sacrosanct. Everybody should be able to criticize.
I'll cover the rest of my comments later today on the War Room. I got a lot. I want to make sure Ollie gets a final comment here before Ye leaves.
Here's one more question the crew had. What about your personal trainer saying, we'll put you in it turned out he was in secret government operations and mind control in Canada, admitted it. Him saying, I'll put you in a mental institution for life if you don't shut up. I mean, I get why you're pissed. You're not going to be dominated.
Exactly. You know, I've expressed myself, and I've expressed myself calmly, and no one's scared anymore. You guys have beat me to a pulp, but I'm still alive.
Wow, beautiful.
And now I'm not afraid. You can't threaten me. You could call me crazy. You could take the money. You could take all the supermodels. And don't take the supermodels.
You're just talking about how he's supposed to be a man of God. What's happening? Okay.
Don't take the supermodels.
Hey, sometimes a waitress is better than a supermodel.
Oh, is this an Alex Jones mask? Like what?
So, but Jesus is king, and I love everyone. This is love speech, Ari. Love speech. This is love speech. Yeah. In Jesus' name, the real king of Israel, Jesus Christ. This is love speech. I love Jewish people. I love supermodels.
What?
Wait a second. Let's see what Netan loves.
You love Nick Fuentes. Maybe Hitler.
I'm Netanyahu. I ain't never had a supermodel. Yeah, could tell.
All right, well, you're going to leave here in 10 minutes and you're going to think, gosh, I wish I would have said that. So what do you wish you would have said?
I think I said a lot. You know?
He certainly said a lot. He just didn't really say anything. You know? He said a lot, but he didn't say anything. You know?
I'm pretty good.
Did you retweet out a little signed picture?
Yes, I did, sir.
All right, InfoWars.com, tomorrow's news today. Whoever's staying behind is going to be here and be on air. We're going to unpack all this, obviously, and cover it and get into every issue. But, yeah, do you think humanity survives? What do you make of the mark of the beast, the forced COVID inoculations?
I mean, this is a wave in the right direction.
Why did you think you were able to do 3 hours here? You just did 3 hours, 3 minutes, by the way. No, you did 3 hours, 3 minutes. Why were you able to stay here but not with Tim Pool?
Because Tim Pool got the call from those boys 10 minutes before I got there. They said flag this and flag that. Also, Tim Pool is an NPC. So no one's ever heard of Tim Pool. You know, you're the legend that is Alex Jones. God. And you were fighting on the front line, and now we're here with you. You got some other superheroes part of their
Timothy.
And I called it. I said, what is this superhero thing with the mask? He said, yeah, but don't say it. They'll figure it out. But I was saying, yeah, I'm Lex Luthor. What is the new Ye superhero we're talking about?
That's what he was trying to be, a superhero? I thought that he was just being fucking dumb.
It's someone in service to Jesus Christ, not into his own ego, and that I have my rights. You know, I had the right to wear a mask for the entire. I had the right to wear a super fresh jacket. You know, I had the right to tell God, please don't take away the supermodels. I just want to marry one. You know, I can
say this.
Dude, imagine he marries a supermodel. What do you? Hopefully she's okay. You know,
because I've never seen you in concert. My daughter has. Big fan. I'm a fan of a lot of your music, but
yeah, I think the biggest issue is that Alex Jones is soft, and Tim Pool pushed back against Kanye West.
I've never seen you in person. You don't look little on screen, but you don't look like a really big guy. But in person, I'm a stocky guy. I'm kind of small compared to you. You're built like a brick, you know what house, and you're tall.
Brick what? Well, you know what? What?
You're pretty tall too.
Oh, brick fucking house or something. Okay.
People have been around Ye in person. It's interesting. And you're a handsome guy in person. I wish you weren't wearing that damn mask.
That's the vision.
But you won't give us what we want. You won't show us your face at the end.
Absolutely not.
That kind of kills it, huh?
He doesn't even get Kanye West. He doesn't even get like a thumbnail or whatever with Kanye West in it. Oh my God.
The Ye impersonator. He was never here.
We never know. Dave Chappelle. I guess we'll never know.
Last thing on Dave Chappelle. I watched his Saturday Night Live where he grovels, but at the end he says, well, whoever that group is, we're not allowed to talk about it. Good night. So he admitted, though, there's powerful groups controlling our speech, at least at the end.
Everybody has.
Not really. He was just saying he wished that we could talk about it and not get censored for everything.
To do it in their own way, but he said they dropped that nigga. And as my friend, I've never dropped a rap bar ever saying anything on a Jewish platform dissing my friend Dave Chappelle. And I have an issue with it, and you can tell Big Country I got an issue. That's the security. You can tell Corey Smith he don't deserve to wear gold teeth.
What the fuck are we talking about?
What Dave early was like,
Nick, to you. What do you have to say about Corey Smith's gold teeth?
Real quick, 10 years ago, he was like, there's a mafia. They came to me and said what I got to do. He ran off to Africa. Now he's kind of come back. Did he sell out?
He didn't sell it. He sold out a little bit because he denounced the king. You know what I'm saying? He denounced me. I'm the one fighting on the front line, and no black person should say nothing bad about me in public unless they a puppet.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to take the mask off, and it's Pete Davidson. Yeah, true.
Period. I put my life on the line, and then afterwards they're gonna talk about it. If anything happens to me, everyone's gonna be, oh, he was the greatest. He was the greatest. Everybody, shut up. Everybody shut up. Go home to your scared little Benz and your scared little townhome and your scared little movie contracts and shut up. Don't talk to me about nothing, bro.
What do you think of Ice Cube? He lost 9 or 7 million, whatever it was, because he wouldn't take the shot. I respect that.
Yeah, I respect Cube, but he's got to play his position. It's like, you know, it's fine. I wanted Cube to come in and help us with the politics because he's one of the only people that was brave enough to talk.
He's definitely for real.
Yeah, he's an engineer. He's an architect engineer by trade. And then he dropped out to do entertainment. Guys, hey, everybody, stop. All engineers, we need our engineers back. We need our architects back. We need our doctors back. Okay. Stop with the photos on Instagram. Stop with all the entertainment. 21 Savage owns a bank. We have brilliant people that are inside of...
By the way, I want to say the future, we're very close with some folks actually having a bank. It's funny you bring that up. A bank and internet processing for Patriots. That's the future, is not trying to fix Twitter or fix any of it, building our own system.
I mean, the future is the past also, because as soon as you got the internet, all these things, the data can be copied by China, by these banks.
Yeah, you don't really own your data on the cloud. So this is the last question. Yeah. I know Louis Farrakhan. I've interviewed him. I agree with like 95% of what he says. Some things I don't agree with. But the point is, I think he cares about people. He's a real guy, and he's nothing compared to the left saying all whites are devils and criminals. So they're way more racist than he is. But I get, you know, what he's been saying. You kind of got mad at him and said, hey, don't disrespect me with my billions they just stole, because he said, hey, maybe it was never yours. I think his point is what you just made. If they can grab it out of your account, it's never yours unless it's your farm, your people, your kids, your thing. It's not yours. I don't think he was dissing your success. I think he was saying, was it ever yours to begin with? They can take it.
Our life is not ours. It's God's.
So now you get what he was saying.
I talked to the ministers.
Oh, good. So you're not mad at him now.
I'm not mad at anyone. I'm not mad at Ari.
Well, if it's not off record, tell us about the conversation.
On the record, Ari Emanuel, if you need me and your wife to step into a private room and have me work on her clothing line, I'm here.
Jesus Christ.
But seriously, so you were a little mad at Farrakhan.
What was that? What was that haha shit right there? Oh, Alex is fucking pissed, dude. This is incredible. This is awesome. This is nuts.
You got to talk. How'd that go?
It's going to be all Christian, Ari. Rom.
Oh my God. I can't wait to see it.
It's going to be all Christian, Rom.
You are something else. Look, you look really friendly and nice, but with that mask, you look evil as hell.
Alex wants the face reveal.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Hitler was a really bad guy, and I repudiate what Hitler did. I understand that the British intelligence...
He really wants that fucking thumbnail, bro. He really wants it, but he can't fucking get it.
I like Hitler.
I don't like Hitler.
Oh my
I know you're
God.
trying to be shocking, but that...
I'm not trying to be shocking. I like Hitler. I do not. The Holocaust is not what happened. Let's look at the facts of that. And Hitler has a lot of redeeming qualities.
So tell us, you think Hitler was the good guy in World War II?
I think God says man should not kill. We should not have wars, period. None of us should be killing anybody. Ukraine and the streets of Chicago, all violence should stop, and we should all serve Christ. That's what I feel. And I feel like I love everyone accordingly, from all the way from the Balenciagas to the Hitlers.
Let me tell you a story.
Hold on, sir.
Okay.
To Ari Emanuel, to Jamie Dimon, to the people who... What's that?
Got an Amber Alert. Here's what I'm saying. Wow. My grandfather would never tell World War II stories.
Wait, was that another tactic? Was that another tactic to get Kanye to stop talking? Oh my God.
After he died, we read over his stuff, and he never even told my dad all the stuff he did and everything, but it was all in their letters and commendations. He told me, he said, kid, I was like 8 years old.
I thought Amber Alerts is when my ex-girlfriend Amber was doing something in the streets. I got it.
Before he died, I was like 5 years old. The point was, and I was like, tell me World War II story. Tell me World War II story.
Okay.
He said, okay, well, we came in out of Africa. We came into Italy. He was there 3 years. He said, by the time they got to Germany, they went into this death camp, and there were piles of dead bodies 100 feet tall with blackbirds eating people's eyeballs out. All I'm telling you is that just because you hate the globalists and what they're doing, I get it. Klaus Schwab's grandfather
I don't hate
was a Nazi.
anyone.
Okay, there's Nazis above the ADL.
Yeah, but Nazis are like kind of cool.
Because you like their uniforms.
Oh my God.
No, these are people. Everyone's a people. I love all people.
So you love the Zionists?
I love this. I said that earlier in the show.
All right. Do you have any comments on Hitler?
I have to agree
Who
with
did
Ye.
Ye say he hated? Ye didn't say he hated anybody. Why isn't anybody listening to him? He said, I love this person. I love the people who are trying to take away my children. I love this person. He never said...
But I don't think listen, I'm just getting it totally clear. But I think
Alex,
Stalin...
You did the same thing. You did the same thing.
Look, what is this guy doing? What is this guy doing?
Uh-oh.
Stalin is horrible. Hitler is horrible. Mao is horrible.
No. I love all of those.
You love Mao Zedong?
Absolutely. Mao brought...
Well, clarify that. You're saying you're like Christ-like. You love everybody. Yeah. No matter. You love Jim Jones. You love Jeffrey Dahmer.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, let's clarify. I get to...
But it didn't need clarification because he said, I'm starting with the Bible. He's ending with the Bible. And that's what... But they did it to you, Alex, because you had a guy who came here. And you're like, I'll be Satan.
What is this guy doing? He's really like sucking Kanye off for fucking attention.
I'll be the evil guy. I did Sandy Hook. Remember, you did the same thing that he's doing right now.
Uh-oh.
All right. Absolutely. Yeah, we appreciate you. Anything else you want to add?
Jesus is king. Start with the Bible. Love your children, love your family. Think about the things that you're doing before you throw stones. Stop the trauma, stop the generational abuse, the sexual abuse.
All right, what's next, Ye, in Ye world? What are you gonna do next?
Sir, I was still in the middle of it.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Stop the abuse. Generation, they say abuse goes 3 generations. Stop the trafficking. Instagram is sex trafficking. The language, I'm gonna screw your wife. I'm gonna have all that is trafficking. Stop it. Stop the drug usage. Stop the killing. We put the guns down ourselves. We rise up and we show God how strong we are. It's our disobedience to God that got us enslaved. God is on our side, but we have to be on God's side. We have to listen to our Father. We have to listen to God and follow him, and he will protect us. Look.
No, but I agree with that. Before we can cast stones, you're saying you love everybody, you don't judge them. It's God.
I mean, it's at the point it's just fucking droning on.
God to judge. I agree with that statement, and we got to change ourselves and stop pointing our fingers at somebody else.
Exactly. And,
all right. Sure.
And it's to say, hey, I'm going to show you how much Jewish media can't tell me what to say. You like that, Ari? And I'm telling you, we could get a nice private room. Me and your wife can go in and work on the clothing line. I'm really good at it, and it'll be super Christian.
Why is he so like aggressive about this fucking clothing line? Like, he sounds like he's so butthurt. He hates Jewish people because he wants more. He wants to do a clothing line deal.
Hey, Rom, it's okay.
You got a thing for his wife?
Absolutely not. I would not look at his wife for a second, but I do believe that the clothing line could use some creative improvement.
All right. InfoWars.com tomorrow's news.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever happening, Kanye.
Today, Nick Fuentes. Yay. I don't want to end this if you got more to say, but you got to catch a flight.
Got to catch a flight.
All right, hey, Yay. I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate the First Amendment. And look, he's not taking the mask off. Ye was not here. Incredible impersonator. Wilbert Johnson was the impersonator. Wilbert.
Netton was here, though.
Actually, Benjamin Netanyahu played Kanye West today.
Hey, Netton, what you at? Hey, Ye.
Guys, here the Justin Trudeau thing and some clips. We're going to come right back and talk to Owen and the rest of the crew. Owen, get in here.
Do the last hour with Netanyahu.
All right, this has been incredible.
Did you say do the Last Samurai with Netanyahu?
Jesus folks, free shipping. InfoWarsStore.com's back. We need funding to stay on air.
Okay.
I'm going to get Ye out of here. I'll be back. InfoWars.com. Share it everywhere. It's forbidden. I love everybody.
Oh, is Sneeko on next?
You just saw it. It's good to have these debates.
No way. Sneeko's on next.
It's good to have these open discussions. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
They're looking to push back against. It's their fault.
Radicalized hardcore by people like.
All right, that's it, man. Holy fuck, bro. What an exhausting thing to listen to. What a shitload of fuck, dude. What a terrible garbage dog shit.
I want Papa Gut to pee on my face, but just as a friend. There's nothing weird about that. I want him to pee on my face.